There we go. What's up, guys? It's Matt with Galaxy Games 843. It is our Wednesday night live stream here with Xtreme Vending and Howard
Hi.
Hospitality Group. Welcome, guys.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey. How's it
How's
going?
everyone doing out there?
We're good. Happy
Wonderful.
Wednesday.
Lots of good
Excellent.
food and Thanksgiving
Yeah.
was wonderful.
Everyone had a good holiday?
We
Yeah,
did.
loved it. Loved it.
Lots of
So
turkey.
much fun.
Excellent. I got a double audio going on here, so let me just mute that. There we go. All right.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
before we get started on all the comments, because it looks like there's just a bunch of hellos. So, hello, everyone out there. Thanks for joining us so
Hello.
far. Hey. So, Howard Hospitality has some information to share, possibly from our Discord or Nyax. Why don't you tell us about what you want to talk about today?
Yeah, so two quick stories and then we can get to comments and stuff. First one is for people in the Discord. I don't know if you guys saw this week, but I had quite a few Nyax issues. And we've got them on all of our claw machines now. And I've been trying to get a hold of them, and I can't. And the way I'm sure you've probably been doing it, Matt, or Galaxy, is that you basically have to call in and then you press the number two, like 2 or 3 times, and then leave a phone number, and then they call you back. I don't know if that's how you've been dealing with it, but that's the only way I've been able to get through.
Yep.
So 2 days ago, I called and this nice guy got on the phone and I said, "Can you please help me? Like, I'm freaking out. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to run my machines. They're not recording how much money I'm making. They're not working. They're not taking cards." Um, and he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "My name is Matt," and he goes, "I've been here like 5 years." And he said, he goes, "What kind of machines are they?" And I told him, and he goes, "Well, that's my specialty." He goes, "I'm really good at pulse systems." And so I said, "Oh my God, thank God. Thank God I can actually talk to somebody that knows what's going on." And so after an hour with him on the phone, all my machines were up and running. The only thing we're having a little bit of an issue now is recording some of the amounts that are coming into them and getting it on the app and stuff, but he's fixing all that. But then he told me, he'd been really interested in getting claw machines for a long time. And he said, "How many do you have and whatever?" And I said, "Well, you need to join the Discord."
Yeah.
So he joined the Discord. So I don't know if you guys saw Matt from Nyax on the
Yeah.
Discord, but he's been
Yeah, I thought
helping
it was really
people.
cool.
Yeah, he's been helping people like crazy. He's super cool, super chill, really nice guy, and he knows his stuff. So for everybody in the Discord, become friends with that guy. Because if you have Nyax machines at all and you get them from Galaxy Games, because you can get his code and you get a discount on the
That's right.
machines, then this is the guy you want to talk to, because he'll get you set up and he does it right. And there's not just one setting in there for pulse. It's like 30 or 40 different settings that he has to
There's a
set
bunch of
right
stuff.
for them to work, and he knows what he's doing. So that was my first story. Is he's in the Discord now. He's under Matt from Nyax, and he is willing to help. And he's not doing it from Nyax. He's doing it on his own time. So he's not representing them. He's helping you with your stuff on his own accord. So, which is even better. And he has questions for us too. So I told him we'd help him with anything he wanted. But anyways, that was my first story.
Yeah,
And
good. Let me just comment real quick.
yeah,
Yeah, Matt from Nyax is awesome. He actually sent me all the documentation, all the manuals for the pulse readers, which I've never had access to before. So I
nice.
was able to go through a lot of that documentation and kind of get an understanding of how it works and how different it is from an
Yeah.
MDB type reader, which is really cool. So definitely gonna be working with him more. But I want to throw out a disclaimer: anyone out there that wants to work with Matt with Nyax in the Discord, remember this: he is not being paid by Nyax to help us in our Discord. So he's doing
Yes.
this all volunteer basis only. So keep that in mind. That's all I want to say
Yeah.
about that.
So don't overwork him, and
For
don't,
sure. For
don't
sure.
come down on him and stuff, because he's doing it as a favor, and he does know his stuff. So if he doesn't get it
For
right
sure.
away, he'll figure it out. Believe me, he's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hey,
and
real
then
quick, I just want to acknowledge a couple people in the chat. Gaming
sure.
with Jimbo, welcome. He's an awesome dude. Welcome, Jimbo. And Claw Time Vending, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. All right, what else you got for us, Howard?
Okay, second story, my last story. We ordered brand new those Golden House machines from AZ Amusements, and we had one at our brand new location, which is our newest grocery store. And I went there to check on the Nyax machine, and we still couldn't get it to do the stuff we needed to do. And I was wrapping up, and I filled it up, and I did my collection real quick. And for some reason, I usually don't, but I decided to check the machine and make sure that everything was working. So I put in quarters, worked just fine. So I put dollar bills into it, and it took the money, but it wasn't giving me credits. And I don't know anything about DBAs because this is all new to me. Everything's new to me, which I'm sure you guys probably have a lot more experience with DBAs than I do. But I couldn't figure it out. And I was thinking, I'm like, why is it taking the money and not giving me anything? So luckily, Grant from AZ Amusements, who's awesome, I had his cell phone number, so I called him on the phone, and he's like, I'm getting on a plane. He goes, text me and we'll walk through it. So he texted me, we're going through it, and he's like, check this cable, check that cable, to make sure they're connected. And come to find out, so there's a cable on the top of the DBA that is where it basically takes the money in and uses the little pin things and all that stuff on the top. And then there's a cable that comes in the side, and that is the cable that goes from there to the machine that tells it that you gave it money. Well, in transit, that must have came loose. And between me bringing it to the house and then taking it out to the place and then opening the door, because every time you open the door, you're moving the cables for the DBA or whatever, it came loose. And so I went to go touch it, and it was disconnected. So my advice to everybody is to go to your machines and push in every single cable you possibly can to make sure that everything's connected, because I would have never figured that out. And if I would have left, everybody would have been putting money into it, and they wouldn't have been getting credits. So I can imagine the nightmare that we would have had if I wouldn't have checked it.
It's kind of funny. A lot of people see our videos and they see, like, us collecting money, and they see us stocking machines, and they see us doing things like that. But they don't see all the behind the scenes stuff that we typically don't show in our videos, like fixing stuff in the field like that. And basically, anytime you have an issue like that, always unplug and reseat all your connections, like all that kind of stuff, because that's certainly, obviously, was a quick fix for that. Thank goodness, right?
Yeah, and then one of the other machines we went to, when we put the DBA back on, I guess we didn't snap it on correctly. It kind of goes up and then snaps in.
Yeah.
And so we went there, and it had been taking dollars, and it was flashing red because which you don't have those on yours, right? Xtreme, you don't have the money taker thing.
Yeah, mine's a little bit different than what you have.
Yeah, so ours won't work if that cassette's not attached. It won't take money. So
nope. It's going to give you I think a number 1 or a number 2 flash on those things.
Yeah, and it tells you.
I like what Howard's saying. Like, when you order these machines, they come in shipped, and they go across the states. They go through the grounds. They go up the mountains, down the mountains, bumpy roads, whatever, slamming on brakes. It's always a great idea to check your hardware and check the wiring for any looseness. I've had a machine come in and not turn on at all, and I thought, I was like, what's going on? It turned out to be a loose wire in the power supply.
Happens all the time.
No, I had no idea. So for those of you that are new, check that stuff, because Amelia and I, we don't know.
But that's how you learn. That's how you learn. So next time you'll know what to check. You'll know what to look for. It's all good. Yeah. Hey guys, 17 in the stream. Thanks everyone for joining. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It's going to help other people find this stream. So we would appreciate your likes, your shares, anything like that. Share them to your vending groups, whatever you want to do. Let's get as many people in here as possible to chat with us tonight. All right, first question comes in from Tony. Tony asks for me if I'm having issues getting sales on cans of soda. And yes, it seems like when I first started in the vending business back in 2019, I was able to get costs down to like 25 cents per can, and now it's at least in the 30s, if not closer to the 40s anymore. And it seems like every week the sales get less and less good, right?
Yep.
So I've done videos in the past about how I find my sales. And I'm actually going to be doing more videos, more shopping videos. I just got something new this Black Friday. Who knows what this is? Let's see. Can you see it? All right. Let me open it up. So what it is actually smart glasses, right? So these things, I'll put them on here. They've got a camera in them. So I can actually wear these while shopping now and do first-person videos while I'm shopping for inventory, doing pre-kitting, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be working on in the future. So everyone that joined the live stream tonight, sneak peek on what's to come.
So they just go through your phone?
Galaxy.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That is cool.
Hey, Galaxy, I was going to tell you, I got permission to get rid of a full-size soda machine. It's been having issues. It doesn't cool, or does the bill acceptor doesn't accept the cash, whatever, and it's not giving credit. It might be what Howard was dealing with because it has the DBA. Anyways, they want me to move it and get rid of it. And I was like, Galaxy Games, come to Arizona. You get to make good content. Get free soda.
Is it locked?
It is locked. It have to be drilled out, but there's money in there
Perfect.
for sure. They said.
I tell you what, those
Yeah,
make awesome videos. My very first video was similar to that, and finding an abandoned vending machine full of money, drilling it out. I think it got like 30,000 views or something like that for my very first video.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, cools and everything. It's a great fridge. So it won't dispense. Well, it doesn't take the credits.
Well,
What's
I've
your,
got a box of dollar bill acceptors too, if you ever need one.
Ooh.
Okay. Thanks.
What's your view on cans versus bottles?
So I love them both, and I don't do when I do bottles, I do the 16.9 ounce bottles, because you can buy those in grocery stores too. You can't buy the 20 ounce bottles unless you're paying full retail cost, which then you can't really mark them up and then make a profit. So I kind of stay away from those. As far as what I like better, I like them both, and why I say that is because like cans, they're easier to transport, they're easier to store, they're easier to load, all that stuff. But you make more money on the bottles, more profit on the bottles. So I like them both.
Yeah.
So we thought that because we did the research and we thought that cans would be made more money. But do you think because the price of cans has gone up so much, you don't make it? Is that why?
So it depends on your pricing, honestly. So like I pay roughly 35 to 40 cents per can of soda right now, and I'm selling them for $1. Plus the location gets a cut of that too. So roughly I'm making probably 50 cents a can, so to speak. Roughly half my cost. For bottles, when I hit the sales right, I'm still getting them for about 50 cents a bottle, and I'm selling them for $1.50 a bottle. And luckily, that location doesn't even have any commission, so I'm making a full $1 per sale profit.
Right.
So
yeah, because we're charging $1.25 per can, which is probably a lot for most people.
I keep talking about doing that. I'm just afraid to do it. You know what I mean? I'm afraid to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that extra 25 cents turns off a lot of people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? And we found out because we did that on everything went up 25 cents on all of our stuff, and we did that on all of our locations, and our sales did go down, but now they're back up. So, but it took 4 or 5 months for it to come back up, but it did come back up. So, and we went in there and we told them, hey, our costs are up. Stuff's more expensive, gas is more expensive, and everything, and they were cool with it. So it was fine, but it did hit us at first, for sure. I can see you right there. Yeah.
I just want to highlight Cloton Vending's comment real quick. He says that he does show his machine problems on his channel when they happen. Speaking of dogs, my puppy is asleep. I saw a comment. Someone said, Randy said, love the new puppy. Thanks, Randy. Appreciate that. That was quite the ordeal going to Ohio and back to pick up a puppy. But at least I got to go visit Investment Joy, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so Clontime Vending says he does show his machine problems on his channel when they happen. He's considered showing some of the other behind-the-scenes stuff, such as buying products, clips of packaging stuff. I think at this point, the more content, the better, guys. Anything we can do to keep our channels active, to keep the viewers engaged, all that stuff. So all of you out there that have a YouTube channel, that do vending, I say do as much as you possibly can. Even if you're not getting a lot of views right now, that stuff sits out there and people use all, it adds up to your watch time, all that stuff. So just make as much content as possible. For sure. All right. So who saw today's video of mine? Did you guys, it just released a couple hours ago. And it was the one where the Pokemon card was in the dollar bill acceptor. Anyone see that yet?
No. I was out doing.
No, I've been working all day. I've been doing the claw machines. I just barely got home.
Sheldon apparently watched it. He said I should get that Pokemon card framed, and here it is right here. Actually, I still have it sitting right here, right there. There's the Pokemon card that we found in the dollar bill acceptor in the barbershop location. I thought it might be cool to kind of maybe give this away on the live stream tonight. Maybe one of the viewers out there would like to have that for their collection, even though it's got some the belts from the dollar bill acceptor kind of bent the corners a little bit. So it's definitely not anything like a mint condition card or anything like that. But I thought it might be kind of cool to give that away.
That is pretty cool.
You gotta sign it though.
So did
Well,
it
yeah,
go
I'll
through?
sign it. Yeah, I'll sign. I'll sign and send it to one of the viewers. So
It went
maybe
through, or
maybe
did it
after
jam?
after all this is over, we'll use a random comment generator to pick one person that we'll mail this to. So if you want to
Cool.
participate, like and comment,
There you go.
and then we'll send that out to someone.
Did it jam it, or did it accept it?
No, it was just mixed in with the actual bills in the
that's
stack.
crazy.
So
That's
I
cool.
again, I have no idea how it got there, how it went through the dollar bill acceptor, but it was in there.
Probably gave him $20.
That would be funny. That would be funny. But all the money was correct, so there wasn't anything missing or anything like that.
That's so strange.
Yeah, it was totally strange. All right, what else? We missed a couple comments, guys. So Beetlejuice
Okay.
says those are fancy glasses. Yeah, you'll see
Yeah.
more. You'll see more video of that in the future. I'm going to be
This is
doing some
glasses?
shop with me videos for shopping
got
for
some
vending inventory and showing more
glasses
behind the scenes
camera.
stuff for
Yeah.
sure. Let's see. Gaming with Jimbo says super cute puppy. Thanks, Jimbo. Appreciate that. Ryan says be like Disney World and go $5 a can. So we were talking about raising prices on our cans.
Jeez.
For sure, for sure. Claude Time Vending says he wants to start posting once per week. He just needs to record enough content. And for those of you out there that don't do YouTube, that is probably the biggest hassle is recording everything you're doing, right? Sometimes you just want to get in there and get it done. Like it would be so much easier for us to just go service our machines and not have to worry about camera angles and getting the right shots and doing all that stuff to make sure that we can present it to the viewers out there. So
True.
hopefully you guys know what goes on with all that. It's quite the hassle sometimes.
Somebody over here likes to be on camera, so she likes.
Amelia
It's
likes
nice to
to
have a
steal the scene,
helper
right?
too. Yeah.
I think Howard's the helper.
Yeah, I am. I work for her. Yeah, so.
She's the CEO.
It's true,
She's the
right?
boss. Yeah. There's no denying that.
No.
Very cool. All right, what else we got? Let's see. Back in the comments, what do we got? Let's see. Claude Time Vending says sign and give it away. There you go. And then let's see. Latest is Skittles. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Skittles 14 says, how has claw vending been for you in cold climate states during the winter? None of us are really in cold climate states, so maybe anyone out there. None of us probably deal with that much snow. I know I certainly don't. I know Xtreme doesn't in Arizona. What about you, Howard?
Now
You see
we're
snow
at-
out there?
I got some locations in the snow that will get a little bit of snow, but not
Maybe
much.
up in the mountains. So
Yeah, I got a route up there, but
Okay.
it still
So-
does really well.
yeah, I'd imagine things would do better in the
Yeah.
cold weather, something like that, because people are going to be indoors more. That's what I would guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, also Arizona is a very winter state, so like driving on the road is so frustrating with the winter visitors,
Yeah.
though. But yeah, we get a lot of visitors in the wintertime, so my sales go up everywhere. So it's good for me. Winter's really good.
Keep
for
in
me,
mind,
so.
people are indoors more, and they're doing indoor activities, so they're not out at the park. They're not out at I don't know anything outdoors. They're more indoors in places where they're going to be indoor machines. So I would think claw machines in general would do better in the winter months. I see you're in Chicago, so very cool. All right, LJB Fit says, what is the furthest
buddy.
each of you would go for your collection routes? So I know Xtreme goes pretty far. He goes all over the place.
Our
Yeah.
furthest is
Well, I got
45
60
minutes.
locations.
That's the furthest we have.
That's the furthest, 45 minutes.
Yeah, and it really kind of sucks because we only have one that's a half an hour away and one that's 45 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So we need more in those locations because we go there just for that one machine and then drive back.
Yeah.
So usually we'll get lunch or something, but like we need to fill those routes up because they're
For sure. Yeah, you need to
You know.
spend a day and find other spots around there.
yeah.
I know, like myself, I keep everything in town. So in the general Charleston, South Carolina area is where I stay. I've had some offers from, like, for example, from my laundromat location. The owner of that laundromat owns 5 other laundromats, and most of them are at least an hour away. He
wow.
actually lives almost in Georgia, and so for him to come to this laundromat, it's almost an hour for him to come there. And
Tell me
so
to buy it from.
Well, that may be a future thing. We've already talked about that because it's already a pain for him to
Oh,
get there
cool.
sometimes. So who knows? Maybe someday you'll see me as Brandon from Investment Joy and have my own laundromat where I'm doing collections from. Today's not that day, but maybe someday. Who knows? I would
That
love
would be
Exciting.
really
I
fun.
would love for that to happen. And we've actually even talked about that already. So the only thing is I know he's got a son who may want to take all that over someday. So if that's the case, then obviously it would go that
Yeah.
direction. But if it doesn't, there may be a future for Galaxy Games 843 in the laundromat industry. Who knows? We'll see.
That'd be
Oh.
really cool.
Yeah,
That'd
that
be
would be cool.
great content for your channel.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
JP Maximus says he would go at least an hour because he's an hour away from Indianapolis. So that means he would
Ooh.
go all the way to Indianapolis and back to service machines. Very cool.
Oh wow. Anthony Hastings goes
Anthony's
three and a
back
half hours.
3.5 hours each way. So
Dang.
there's a little bit of a
Ooh.
difference too. So you can see who is full-time operator and who is
Yeah.
side hustle operator, right?
Right.
For myself, Howard Hospitality, side hustle, right? This isn't our full-time
Right.
gig. Xtreme, this is your full-time gig though, right? This is what you do.
It is.
I know
It's what I
Anthony,
do.
that's
Like
what he
when
does
we were
too.
up in,
Yeah.
yeah, like I was telling the guys off camera, I went all the way up to Payson where my routes are, and we stayed there for the weekend for Thanksgiving. Had a wonderful time, and after Thanksgiving, we stayed a couple days, and I did a collect there and pulled in $1,500 on my vacation. So that
Boom.
was fun.
Nice.
Right? So I do
Yeah.
admire your freedom because I know like right now, I've got a career, I've got a regular job too. And that gets in the way a lot of times with all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
but it pays really well. So it's really hard to walk away from something like
Yeah.
that too. Plus the benefits and everything that go along with it. So that's maybe
Right.
someday, maybe if I can ever work out this laundromat deal, then I'll be able to walk away from a regular job. But until then, I just don't have the guts, I guess you could say, in order to just put all that aside and just focus strictly on vending for now. Maybe someday, but it's just
Okay,
challenging.
so I was doing. Everybody wanted to know. We were doing some calculations the other day because we were trying
Yeah.
to figure that out. Like, what is the point where you would stop doing your normal job and do that? So we were figuring it out that if you had, let's say you had 50 machines, right? 50 claw machines, and each of them were doing $50 a week, which is an okay location. That's not a
200.
super great location, but that's an okay location, right? Like for us, that's median. We have some ones that are lower and we have some that are really good. But if each of them were doing that, that's like 150 grand a year with 50 machines. So if you could get to that point
Yeah, over.
where you had 50, I mean, that's almost triple what I make my normal job. I
Sure.
mean, you could definitely do that and then add more, but it's just getting to that point where like Xtreme, you're at that point and higher, so you understand that it can be done. But for people that are trying to figure out like when and where you draw that line, I think you'd have to at least have 50. I would say between 30 and 50,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
I
Because
would
you're gonna
also
have
too.
ones that are
You know
really,
what?
I would say
It
that number is
really
going to be
helped
different for
me.
everybody, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, I started growing a lot faster once I got to about 10 locations, honestly. When I got 10 locations, I started buying machines like every other month, and I was just expanding. And then I got to the point where I had 30 machines, and it was like every month I could order a bunch of machines. And then now I got to the point where I'm making, I got 60 plus locations, and it's a matter of just like, do I want to keep expanding? I'm feeling, I feel the pressure of YouTube. I feel the pressure of ordering the stuff, plush, and all this stuff. So it's like, I'm 60, I'm happy with. So that's why I've gone out and helped other people in Arizona. I've helped out 4 other vendors in Arizona get started and place their machines. It's been a great opportunity to help others. So I've been doing that, and it's been fun.
You put a comment.
What is this comment?
That's Amelia.
She's watching the live stream and participating in the live stream.
Yeah.
Hey, Amelia. Thanks for the comment.
And she liked it too. So
And she
she's
liked
on
it. There we go. Yeah, good reminder, guys. Make sure you give this video thumbs ups. Like the video, helps other viewers find the live stream, so we would appreciate that. All right. Looks like Matt from Niax is here. Welcome, Matt.
Hey, man.
He's
Hey,
talking.
Matt.
He's talking laundromats and Niax readers on washers and dryers. So, Matt, maybe you can answer a question for us real quick. Niax on washers and dryers, are they Pulse on washers and dryers? I would imagine they are. Maybe he can answer that question for us in the comments. I don't know.
That's cool. I didn't even think you could do that. That's awesome.
So it sounds like you can connect maybe two machines. If he's saying put washer and dryer on one NIAX card reader, that's pretty cool. And then he says washer on the left, dryer on the right. So it sounds like you can have one reader and have both machines. And he does say yes, they are pulse, so not MDB. So that's good to know. Good to know for any of you out there that are looking into laundromats. You need the Pulse NIAX credit card readers, and of course, make sure you use coupon code GalaxyGames843 at checkout.
Oh, there it is. Bam.
Oh, cool.
Had to throw it in. Had to throw it in.
Oh, we missed a comment from Ryan. Do you see that one?
From Ryan, where is that?
It says,
He
"Hey,
has-
guys,
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Slot machines,
Yeah.
right?
not here."
No, I don't think any of us, honestly. I think you have to be in Nevada or New Jersey for that. And
Yeah,
I think,
Nevada,
I think
close.
too. I think they require a special gaming license and not vending licenses, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken, from the people I've talked to in New Jersey.
In California, we have tribal casinos that do have their own gaming licenses, but those are granted by the government. They're the only ones in California that can do it. Nobody else can.
Here, and,
We can do
and I
coin
love-
pushers.
You can do you can do coin pushers. You can.
I think so. I've seen them
What are you
around.
waiting for? What are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Get
Money.
on those. The rest of us are chomping at the bit wanting to do those things, but
I
we
wish
can't.
I could do coin push
Right?
so
Oh
bad.
my god! I mean,
Oh,
you see
I
quick,
love it.
you see Quick Plays videos. Quick Plays killing it with coin pushers.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love those. Are my favorite videos. Are they're coin pushers and they're dumping it into the scale. I would love to have that.
I know, right? I wish we could do the coin pushers. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, I was researching, contacting the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division to ask them the specifics about coin pushers, because I'm to the point where like it's killing me. I'm not able to do this, and I really want to know because I can't find any physical definition or physical law specifically regarding coin pushers. So I've always just heard or been told they're illegal in South Carolina, which I could see how they would be. So I want to get it from the horse's mouth. So maybe I'll be reaching out to my law enforcement division for my state to get more information on that. Who knows?
Galaxy, there was a coin pusher, and I didn't buy it because it's too risky for me too. I don't want to get in legal problems. But there's a coin pusher that also dispenses a capsule. So every time you put a quarter in or whatever, or if
Yeah.
somebody you put like 4 quarters in, it gives you 4 tries on the coin pusher, and it drops out a capsule.
I've
Or
seen the
you
ones.
have it where it
I've seen the ones
places
that give gumballs in the top, like in
Yeah.
the key. I've seen this, but it still
Yeah.
pays out in quarters too. So I don't know.
Isn't
Oh, so
Sweet
this still
Treat? Where's
considered
Sweet
gambling.
Treat at? Where's he at? He said
He's coming
can
in.
have
He's
them.
coming in. We'll get to his comments in just a second. So Gaming with
Okay.
Jimbo says, "Do the NIAX Unix take Pokemon cards?" Right? Haha. No, I'm pretty sure they do not. And then here's a cool one. So Kim7182 says, "Congratulations to me for 1 million views on TikTok. We had 1 million views on TikTok this week. We went from
Damn.
Yeah,
just
that-
under 1,000
That
followers.
is so cool.
Today we're
That
at
is so awesome.
13,000 followers. We got
Oh.
monetized on TikTok, although it's really hard to still make money on TikTok. But yeah, we're really excited about the 1 million view video we had. We had a viral video on
Congratulations,
TikTok, did
man.
over 1 million views, and another
That's
one
awesome.
quickly approaching 500,000 too. So follow us on
Wow.
TikTok too. We would really appreciate your follows and support on both YouTube and TikTok. So thank you very much for that comment. Very cool. All right, Sweet Treat's here, Sweet Treat King. And he says, for some reason, he could comment, but had to close out and come back in. So welcome back, Sweet Treat King. Your name is hard to say fast. Just saying. Looks like he's got some more
Sweet
information
Treat,
about the
he's
gaming
got some
licenses.
new toys he just got. I saw in the
Yeah.
Discord some really cool toys.
Yeah.
So what state is Sweet Treat King in? Can you
That's
put it in
what
the
I was
comments?
wondering.
What state? He's in Indiana, it says? I think it says Indiana. in the
Oh,
comments.
Indiana. Okay.
So it
Yep.
looks like he says technically we can have those types of machines, like slot machines or whatnot, but he has to have a gaming license. I didn't know Indiana was a gaming state. That's pretty cool to know. I guess the more you think about it, more and more states are becoming gaming states. Because I know, like when I was in West Virginia, when I was in Ohio, just this past weekend, I saw billboards for casinos. So obviously, more and more states are becoming gaming states, and I think Indiana is now that I think about it, is one of those states as well. So yeah, it looks like you just have to have a special license, but I would imagine it's probably very expensive to get one of those licenses.
Yeah.
But you could probably make a lot of money too. I don't know.
When
I
I
don't
went
know.
to Speaking of that conference that we're all going to, right? Xtreme in March, the one we're all going to, the NVBA.
The one we're all going to.
We're all going to that.
The
When
one-
we were there, we saw a mini coin pusher, and it was
Okay.
only maybe 2.5 feet wide
Yeah.
at the widest,
Yeah.
probably. And it was like a Lucky Charm type looking thing. And so that might be
really?
something, since we all like our little machines, you know, if we find it again this time, I'll put it up, because that would be ideal if it was smaller, because those things are big, right? In person, I mean, they're like,
Yeah.
They're really
Well,
not that big,
I know
honestly.
Rainy actually sells them, and they're actually really popular. Rainy says, but they're sold usually in Europe and stuff, because I think they allow coin pushers. Certain countries in Europe allow it, but
Just
Rainy
keep in
has a
mind-
bunch of those.
Just keep
Yeah.
in mind with coin pushers, obviously there's a lot of money in a visual play field area, and therefore the smaller the machine, the easier it is to mess with, right? You definitely want a full-size coin pusher that you're going to
I
be able to
didn't think about
secure to your location, things like that.
That's what
Honestly-
that's right.
Honestly, they're not that expensive. If you watch the most recent auction video, many of them went for like $400 to $500 a piece, which isn't that bad. You figure if you get a good location, you're going to make that back in the first month, honestly, maybe two.
Wow.
So it's totally worth it if you're
Yeah.
allowed to run them. I wish I was. All right, we got more comments coming in. Looks like Claw Time Vending's talking about TikTok. He says he's got 40,000 views on his video of his lowest earning gumball machine. Like, that's hilarious.
That's
Isn't that
so
funny how that works?
Not your
TikTok.
most earning vending
What are we doing wrong?
gumball machine, but your lowest earning. How many
We're doing
quarters were in
something
there?
wrong.
Like $12? Like what was in there that it was so low that you got 40,000 views? That's crazy. Very cool. Throw in the comments. Let us know how much money you made on that lowest earning gumball machine. I'm curious now. Now you got my interest. What else we got? Sweet Treat King says he's thinking of driving to Kentucky. It's a great area, and they have them in every flea market down there. Yeah, in flea markets, I mean, you've seen my flea market location videos, right? They're not the most well-respected places. They're known for their shadiness, right? Including mine. Mine is, the quality has gone way down too. And if you've been following my collection videos from there, the collections keep going way down too. And if something doesn't change there soon, that might not be a location. I might be pulling out of that location in the future. So we'll see what happens. But if I could put a coin pusher there, it'd be awesome. But I'd really be afraid of the security of that coin pusher there. I'd have to like encapsulate it, right, with steel reinforcements and all kinds of crazy stuff. Because as you saw in the claw machine video there, the people are shady. It happens. All right, let's move on. Angel says thank to Howard Hospitality. Says thanks for bringing Matt from Nyax into the Discord. He saved the Nyax issue that they had for months.
Oh,
so
that's
big props
awesome.
to Matt. That's really cool right there.
That is cool.
Awesome.
We were going on a month with ours, trying to get our stuff to work. So I totally know where they're coming from, and he fixed it within an hour. Like I said, I mean, he's amazing. So I'm glad they got that fixed. You're
probably like, where were you a month ago? Right?
Yeah. Well, he told me that they, when COVID hit or whatever, they had a lot of people that were doing stuff remotely, and they didn't get a lot of the training that he had gotten over the years because they weren't in person. Yep. So he said a lot of people don't know everything they know like he does because they didn't get the training that he did.
Totally understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that changed. COVID changed the way we do business a lot of times when it comes to, especially from remote work and training and stuff, and what used to be in person and side by side and all getting to shadow and all that stuff is now all done virtually. It's just not as effective half the time, for sure. Yeah. Cool. Let's see what else in the comments. Crypto Claus talking about mini coin pushers. He says they sound fun, but for home use, which I could see. So I did own a coin pusher for about a year, and I had it here in my office. And I used tokens in it because I thought it would be cool, because I've got like probably 500 tokens from my childhood arcade, which was called Fun and Pizza, but it was the Fun and Games brand mall arcades. And it was based out of Youngstown, Ohio, where I'm from. So I've got a bunch of tokens from there that I actually got from Mike Pasek in Ohio. Some of you out there in the pinball world know who Mike Pasek is. So Mike gave me all these tokens because he actually was a vice president of the Fun and Games amusement arcade chain. So he was well connected with all that stuff. He was like, the top guy. And I still talk to him every now and then. So, Mike, if you're ever watching, thanks for all you do for the community. We appreciate that. But anyway, so he gave me a bunch of tokens, and I was using them in my coin pusher when I had it. But the novelty of not winning actual money wore off, and I got a really good offer for it from somebody that could make money when I sold it to him. So that's what happened with that. But home coin pushers can be fun for sure. All right, I feel like I'm doing all the talking tonight, guys. What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, you like to talk. That's okay. No. We're just answering the questions, the comments. I mean, I think that you've been doing this a lot longer than we have, and I think that when it comes to claw machines, I mean, Xtreme's your man. I mean, those are the things he knows.
Sure.
I know a little bit about all kinds of vending, but not even close to what you know. So
Yeah,
you're the
it's all good.
master.
Well, we'll just keep taking questions and comments for now.
Okay.
And addressing things as they come. I thought this one was cool because I know this is something we talked about in one of the previous live streams. And it's one of those crazy cotton candy machines, right? I'm guessing what he's saying is those cotton candy machines that make like flowers and different designs of cotton candy.
Yeah.
And I know like the cotton candy that you buy out of them is very expensive, probably like $5 to $10 per cotton candy art piece, whatever you want to call it. We do have one of these local in my Tanger outlets. Do you guys have them local to you as well, or is anyone running these?
I haven't seen one in person. I'm sure because we have outlets too. I'm guessing we haven't been to the outlets in a year probably. I'm guessing they probably might have them now, but
yeah,
I've seen them on the videos and I've seen them on Facebook and I've seen it, and they look really cool. And we have our own cotton candy machine, like commercial real one that we got years ago. Because my dad's a cotton candy fanatic, so he bought one and it's like the big one. And so we love cotton candy. So when we saw that, we're like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Because we're into vending it's cotton candy, and so. But I've never seen one in person.
So on a side,
my jump center. Oh, I was going to say my jump center actually has that cotton candy machine from China.
No way.
And yeah, it's funny because they have a little video, and it shows the guy. He gets in an argument with his girlfriend. And then he gets really sad because he feels bad for yelling at his girlfriend. So he goes and buys a cotton candy and makes a little heart and like a flower heart, and he brings it to her, and she forgives him. That's their little demo. And Rainey actually sells those cotton candy things, and she offered me one. She offered it to me for like $5,000 if I'm not mistaken. $5,000, and then you had to pay shipping, and that's my discounted rate because Rainey takes care of me. So I do not know what it would cost someone else, but they're expensive machines.
I'm sure with the right location, those machines make money.
Yeah.
You'd have to have
So
a lot.
on the side though, no, Howard, those professional cotton candy machines, how messy are those things?
Actually, not.
Really?
Surprisingly, yeah. So you want to be outside or in an open area when you do it, but to clean them,
that means they're messy.
Yeah, I mean, but it takes. You don't use them inside. Don't because it just. I mean, the stuff goes everywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. So, long story short, back when we were in office at one of my jobs, we had like an employee appreciation day, and we had the popcorn machine, we had snow cones, we had the cotton candy maker, and like cotton candy was all in the light fixtures and like it was a mess. It was a giant mess.
Yeah, so you got to do it outside. But as far as like cleanup, I mean, you just hose it out and then take away the parts and soak them overnight, and you're done. Like it's super easy to clean. But yeah, and then the amount of money you make on it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So.
What's funny? So Clausen Vending, we're talking about the least earning gumball machine that he got 40,000 views on TikTok. Remember, I said what was it like $12 or something like that? Look at that, $12.75. How good is that for a month and 3/4? So
dang.
I guess $12 is what I guessed, and I was about 75 cents off. So yeah, we've all been there. We've had those kind of locations. We've had those kind of machines. But I'm glad you got 40,000 views on TikTok. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. At least something positive came out of that. Now, I can't even. I'll do a collection, pull out $600, and then I get 12 views.
Yeah, I know.
So I swear it's a science. The algorithm on YouTube and TikTok, it's luck and science. Those are the two things that you need in order to be successful on those platforms. On TikTok, I got lucky for sure. I don't know what I didn't do anything weird, different. I just got lucky. So there was no science involved in that.
Those Pokeballs, man. You know what it is? This Pokemon game just came out.
Yeah.
I bet you that helped you. that helped you on the
Well,
search
I've
bar.
also
'Cause that new
I've
Pokemon
got
game-
another short on YouTube that's currently at 40,000 views, and it's getting like 6 or 7,000 views per day. And that's another thing that's kind of helping my subscribers grow right now on YouTube is just those crazy shorts that aren't like viral, blowing up millions of views, but 5 to 7,000 views per day. It's helping. It's helping a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. LJB Fit says he wants to look into coin pusher laws in Florida. He doubts there are any because Florida, right? So the next news report we'll see for LJB Fit, Florida man arrested for
Right.
coin pushing machines.
Coin pusher rings.
I think there actually are illegal in Florida, but you know
Probably.
what? It's kind of like a recent thing because I heard that they had one guy told me he had coin pushers in his locations, and they just started cracking down on them just
For
recently.
sure, for sure.
All right, we got to get caught up.
Matt says appreciate it. Hey, Matt, we appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
That documentation you sent me was awesome, by the way. Very cool, very cool. Let's see. Here's a new commenter. Terrica TV says, has anyone ordered machines from Krabby Claw? And if so, how was the shipping? So I've never heard of Krabby Claw. Has anyone heard of Krabby Claw? Is that
No.
Yeah, Krabby Claw is my
Oh, yes,
this guy. Okay, so yeah, Krabby Claw is a guy in my state, and he ordered
Okay.
a whole bunch of the cheaper claw machines, and he's selling them and shipping them and stuff. We actually have a user in here who's ordered them. It's actually LJB. He actually bought two of them, and
LJB
unfortunately, when he got the machines, they came in and the shipping destroyed it. They weren't taking UPS didn't take care of them.
Oh,
But
no.
if I'm not mistaken, I talked to him, and they're fixing it right now. They're in the process of getting him either a full refund or 2 new machines. But and then there was one other person that ordered, but they did a pickup in person, and they got the machine, and it was great. So I'm actually going to be picking one up too, probably about a week or so when I get caught up with all my collections. I'll get one too.
So Terrica, maybe for the time being, proceed with caution and wait for more info because it sounds like more info will be coming out in the future from some of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Anthony's still talking Nyax. He says do y'all buy Nyax direct? My supplier can fix any issues I'm having. I'm guessing he probably gets some special VIP treatment because he probably does a lot of volume with Nyax, I would imagine. But so do you have like a main contact there, Anthony, that you use or that works directly with you, or kind of make like a dedicated person or something like that? I don't know. Put it in the comments. Let us know what your kind of more information about that, because I'm sure we'd all like to know.
Yep.
And then here's a question for Xtreme, or just a comment saying, I'm guessing he's talking about the cotton candy machine. That would be awesome in a mall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I think
Xtreme,
malls,
how far from Phoenix are you? Are you near the Phoenix area?
Actually, I'm closer to Chandler. Chandler's like a half an hour away from me, 45
So
minutes away. and
Chandler,
then Phoenix
Chandler's
is
is
additional
south of Phoenix,
20
right?
Yes, yeah. I'm like in the center of Arizona. So
Okay, so like
just gotta
so
go
the
a little
last
ways.
time, it's been a long time since I've been to that Phoenix area, but I think when I was there, I was in Chandler, and I want to say I went to the Arizona Mills Mall. Does that sound familiar to you?
Oh yeah, yes.
So-
I've been there. Actually, I went there a lot when I was a kid, teenager.
That was a pretty sweet mall. I would think that would be a great location for any type of machine like that, for sure.
Yeah, and there's Arizona Mills Mall, and then there's Chandler Fashion Mall. Those are two malls that I've been wanting to get into,
Yeah.
and I've actually got this close to getting into Chandler Fashion, and I would love to get a cotton candy machine in there eventually.
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to get in there just yet. So it's so sad. I went on vacation, and the agent contacted me, emailed me, didn't call me, emailed me, and I didn't check my emails because I'm with my wife, and it was our anniversary, and I come back, and I saw that the email was there, so I responded, but it was a week too late. She already found a different person to rent out the spot that I wanted. It would have been so awesome. I would have the mall location now.
Yeah, but
We're
you
gonna
gotta-
get there.
your wife
We're-
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, mystery, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why I couldn't. It's my wife's. It's our 9-year, or it was our 9-year anniversary. Next one's gonna be 10. So
Nice. Well, congratulations on that.
Thanks.
All right, so we got more comments coming in, and we're getting a little behind. So I'm going to try and do some lightning round comment acknowledgments here. LJB
All
Fit
right.
says he's talking about coin pushers, and I think he in Florida, or did we talk about Florida? I don't know, but he says he's seen a few in mom and pop gas stations in his area. So that's typically like, you know, when I do see them here in South Carolina, because I do see them, even though they're probably not legal. I see them in like ice cream shops and gas stations and things like that. So they are out there, they are happening, and people are probably just taking the risk in that case. I would imagine. Sweet Treat King says we had one called Mr. Gaties that was so fun, but closed. Now they don't have much other than Miss Cranes. I'm guessing he's talking about maybe arcade locations or locations with games in them, things like that. I'm not sure. Don't know if you want to clarify
Maybe
that. Sorry,
the cotton candy
been like,
machine.
oh, maybe it was cotton candy machines. We're like I said, we're a little far behind on the comments, so I apologize on that, guys. I'm going to try and catch up here. Looks like where are
Oh,
we
I'm
at?
behind. Oh, we're way far behind.
We're way far behind. Well, that happens, guys. We start getting off on these conversations, and the comments just stack up. So I apologize. So if as we're going through these comments, we miss something, or there's something that you want to have highlighted, just repost a comment, and we'll definitely see it the second time. If not, we apologize. So we're doing the best we can. All right, where we go. So here's some more information about coin pushers from Alibaba. Looks like Angel posted that Dollar Store Hero in Discord sent a video of the coin pushers they ordered from Alibaba. The quarters fall straight into the playing field, and the glass doesn't go low enough, and they don't stay put. So maybe that might not be the best option when it comes to coin pushers. I would need more information to see that for sure.
Yeah.
But you never know. Anthony says he's got an inside track with Nyax. And I think in an upcoming comment he says it's Harry, which I know Harry as well. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. Let's see. Ryan says that talking about the little attract mode video from the cotton candy machine, says cotton candy will always get you out of the doghouse. I think that's pretty funny.
Yep.
Let's see. This is really cool here. So Nyax, from what Anthony says, can also update the counts of your prizes won in your machines, right? So like in vending, it keeps track of your inventory for like on an MDB type system. I guess the Pulse systems here can track when somebody wins, like how many prizes you have left in your machine. So let's say you have 30 prizes in your claw machine, and you have 5 winners. That the Nyax reader will let you know that you now have 25 prizes in your machine. So that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Sweet Treat King says he has one. He plans to call Matt soon. I'm not sure he's talking about. I'm guessing he's talking about Nyax Matt, probably not me. And then we're back to talking about TikTok, or when we were talking about TikTok. Matt's taking notes about luck and science, right? Those are the two things that can have you be successful on TikTok and YouTube. And here's one about the TikTok algorithm. Claw Time Vending says fluctuates the most. YouTube has been relatively consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like YouTube's pushing the shorts right now, guys. So if you're not on the shorts, that's where it's at, honestly. Long form videos are still cool, but if you want views, you got to do the shorts.
We're trying.
Yeah, for sure. So here's Matt talking about one. An alligator stuck in a coin pusher got 900,000 views. I'm not sure if that's on TikTok or YouTube, but I would imagine an alligator stuck in a coin pusher would generate some views for sure. Now I'm going to have to go check for alligators in funny places here in South Carolina, because now I'm hooked on getting those views, right?
Right.
All right, here's another topic that came from week 1 of our live stream that I thought was pretty cool that we talked about. And now we're doing a follow-up. So Crypto Claw is asking, since that live stream, has anyone tried the blind drop? Remember when we talked about the blind drop?
Not yet.
Right? I still think that would be cool.
I've wanted one machine there really bad, and I thought about it, but no, I haven't done
I mean, if you just put a triple head in your local Walmart, the manager's probably going to think, someone at corporate probably authorized it, right? So, I mean, is it really wrong? Is it worth the $150 you might lose on the machine if they take it and throw it away or something like that? I don't know. Might be cool. Who knows? That might be a fun video series someday just to see how long it can last.
Yeah.
right?
Did I tell you the story about the blind drop that they did with Dollar Trees? There's a guy that did
Yes,
that.
you did tell
It's
us
funny.
about that. Your
Yeah,
friend,
Yeah.
your friend or
Okay.
whatever.
yeah.
For sure, for sure. All right, what else we got coming through? Looks like Sweet Treat King's heading off to work. So thanks for joining us, Sweet Treat King. We appreciate you being here with us tonight. PA Pokemon Pool says, "Let's see that new puppy." We'll put that up on the screen there. Actually, the puppy is asleep right now. We
Where's our
made sure
puppy?
we played with him like crazy before the live stream, so he wasn't barking and being all loud for the live stream. So he's actually sleeping. But what I'm thinking about doing
Oh,
is I'm thinking about kind of putting something together where I show my dogs or I show him at the end of my videos, kind of give people a reason to stay till the end. So maybe we'll do something like
There
that
you
in some
go.
future videos, and maybe next week for the live stream I'll try and keep him awake, so he can join us. And
Excuse me.
he's a puppy, so he's a little rambunctious. He's a little wiggle worm, I call him. He's just all over the place right now. He just goes nuts, and then he just
does he
he
sleep
runs
with you?
No, no. We're crate training him, so he sleeps in a little crate at night. So yeah, no, he doesn't sleep with us. Our older dog sleeps on our bed though, and our older dog is not happy about new puppy. I'm just saying.
Oh, jealous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So back to Krabby Claw. LJB Fit says they're in the process of figuring that all out, kind of like what we talked about at the time. So thank you for the
Yeah.
update on that. Anthony just did confirm he's working with Harry at Nyax, and Harry is one of the, I don't know if he's a sales manager. At least last time I talked to him, I think that was his title. But he's a really good guy. He'll go above and beyond for you for sure. Robert is asking if coin pushers are legal in the state of Pennsylvania. I don't know the answer to that.
Anybody knows? Put it in the comments.
Yeah, if you
for
know, PA Pokemon polls, do you see coin pushers in your state of Pennsylvania in gas stations or places like that? Let us know in the comments if you see coin pushers around. I know when I travel to Pennsylvania, I've never seen one, but then again, I don't really stop at too many places in Pennsylvania, so maybe somebody out there will know in the comments. Oh, here you go. PA Pokemon poll says they seem to be because they seize them in Cranberry and Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. So that's
Oh.
just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. Just north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Extreme. Oh,
Extreme,
that's awesome.
extreme. I gotta highlight this.
That's awesome.
So Extreme gave us a super chat, $5 from Extreme Vending, with a comment that Extreme Vending is the best. Don't you think, guys, right? Well,
That's
yes.
awesome.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Extreme, and we'll go ahead and highlight that. Yes, you are the best. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. That's great.
Oh, hey, CandyMachines.com is here and talking about Arizona
Hey,
Mills Mall.
Kevin.
He says the Arizona Mills Mall just added one of their giant gumball machines. That's really cool.
Very
So,
cool.
CandyMachines.com I'm guessing that's Kevin we're talking to. Can
Yeah.
you tell us, is it the actual mall that purchased it, or is it a vendor in the Arizona area that's putting it in the mall? And if so, is it going in a store? Is it
Do I
going
have a
in a
chance to
food
take
court?
it?
Tell us more information about this giant gumball machine in the Arizona Mills Mall. We want to know more.
Those
So,
things are
we'll-
cool, man. The
yeah.
one ClickPlay has is awesome.
Yeah,
Those things.
I just can't believe how much money
I
that thing
love
makes.
those videos too
Right?
from Quick Play.
How does that thing make so much money? It doesn't make any
I
sense.
don't know.
I know. It's 50 cents for a gumball, and people go
I know,
crazy on it.
and they've got a
Oh
DB,
my
and they've got a credit card reader on it, and people are just
I know.
Man.
using
It's
credit
so
cards and
crazy.
gumballs. Nuts. All right,
My
here's
goodness.
looks like here's a comment from Kent saying you all have great content. Been watching for years. Galaxy Games, your promo for Nyax. Can't thank you enough. Hey, Kent,
Hey,
thank
nice.
you. I appreciate that. Because when you use that Nyax code, I do get a small commission from Nyax. So I appreciate you using that. For those of you out there, if you do want to save some money on Nyax credit card readers, the code is Galaxy Games 843. Use it at checkout. So thank you so much for
I
that.
saved like $80 over what was it, Cyber Monday with that code.
Cyber Monday, it was even a huge or bigger discount on Cyber Monday. So I don't.
Yeah, it was a huge
It might still be
discount.
going
I was
on.
like really happy.
It might still be going on for this week. I'm not 100% sure. The only way to really know is to try it and see if it works. But I will say that Monday you were saving a ton of money on credit card readers. It was like ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like never before that much money discounted on credit card readers from Nyax on Monday. So that was pretty awesome. All right, let's do. Looks like we got a question for Candy Machines from Angel. Candy it says, "Do you guys think of ever adding more arcade or amusement machines in the future, possibly like Keymasters or stuff like that?" Excuse me. So I'm gonna let Candy Machines take that one. If you want to throw a comment in the comments and let us know, if you're going to be expanding your catalog when it comes to machines available, things like that. I know it probably depends on your connections and your sources and things, but maybe you'll have more information for us for the Vegas show in March. I know you guys will be there, so give us more details whenever you can. All right. So here's one from Skittles, and it looks like it's involving Candy Machines. For Extreme Vending, he says, "How do you like your Super Minis from Candy Machines compared to your Minis from Rainy?" It's probably comparing apples to oranges, but have any information for us?
Yeah, so far I really enjoy the CandyMachines.com machine. I mean, that thing's kicking butt. I mean, a mini is a mini that they're going to make you money no matter what. But
Right, right.
there's a reason why CandyMachines.com is the top of the line for 2022 for amusement games. Like I said in the video, man, if you watch my review video, I talk about that. It's a really solid claw machine.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
I
one in
love it.
person. I can't wait to see one in person, and maybe
Yeah,
I'll
you
even
need to check it
maybe
out.
I'll get
Especially that prize
maybe I'll get
locker, man.
back. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
and the
get
new
back into
ones
some
look
mini
amazing.
options. Yeah, for
They
sure.
look really nice.
Yeah, I
It's
put
just
I put a little miniature RC car that goes 17 miles an hour. That's my
Nice.
my prize for the Super Mini. So
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Beetlejuice is asking, what do we use to stream together? We're actually using a website called EV Mux. There's a little advertisement up in the corner of our stream here.
all right.
It says powered by
Yep.
EV Mux. So that's what we're using to stream. You can have multiple users, and it is free, which is awesome. So yeah, EV Mux is what we're using. Okay, Anthony's talking about blind dropping. Let's see what he says. He says, got a few of my best spots by blind dropping, also known as slamming, but also got fussed at a few times. Man, give us more information about that. We want to hear stories. How did that go?
I would
What
love to hear
locations
stories.
did you
need to
slam
go
or
to
blind drop?
Discord and tell us these
What happened? Yeah,
stories,
we want to know
man.
more
That's
information about
awesome.
that for sure. Tell us more in the comments, or maybe that's a conversation for Discord. Might not be meant for this live stream, but we definitely want to hear some details about that. That sounds like a good story for sure. Very cool. Let's see. So PA Pokemon Pole's talking about the coin pushers. Says he sees them in bowling alleys. Says he sees them in restaurants. He also says that you just might want to check your county restrictions. So good to know. Thanks for
based
the
by
info,
county.
PA Pokemon Pools.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, looks like we got Captain Namco here. Captain Namco joined us. Thanks, Captain Namco. And we have 30 people on the stream right
Hello.
now. So welcome everybody out there that has joined. One more reminder, since we've got 30 people here, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, help other people find this stream. And of course, make sure you subscribe to Galaxy Games 843, Extreme Vending, and the Howard Hospitality Group. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. So Captain Namco says, everyone be aware of prices on claw machines rising. I think that's a good topic. So maybe candymachines.com can jump in and tell us more about what the future looks like for pricing when it comes to machines. Have either of you two seen any increases on prices lately on machines? What do you guys know?
They're about the same from what I've seen.
Yeah.
The new ones, right?
You
I
talking
don't
about
think they went-
purchasing them or the pricing per play?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
oh,
Yeah,
that's-
he
that's
could
a
mean
good
pricing
point.
per play. Yeah,
I think he might be talking about pricing per play, if I'm not mistaken.
That could be.
And yeah, I've seen a lot of machines go to $1. I don't know if anyone would go beyond $1, but I mean, unless it's guaranteed to be one. But I know that my local theater, they end up changing their price to $1, and then they also made it where they put lower quality toys inside of it. So they raised it 50 cents, and then they put really dumb toys in.
right. Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to the next one from candymachines.com. It looks like it's answering some of our questions here. It says, talking about something that they're testing. Maybe they're talking about new machines for 2023. I
Yeah.
think we'll see more in the middle of 2023. So probably after the Vegas trip. If you have anything, though, that you want to test, get with him. And they will have some new claw machines in the works. And then they'll see some new games as well. And then it says maybe that's the amusement show in Vegas. I don't know. It looks like it got cut off right there. Maybe a monster got him when mid message or something like that. I don't know. But
A monster.
vampires got candymachines.com. I don't know. Got cut off, or maybe there's a character limit too. Who knows? Maybe he ran out. But hopefully you're still alive over there. Candymachines.com. All right, moving on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. So let's see. Captain Namco says, "Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving." Thank you, Captain Namco. Hope you did as well. I certainly did. I had a very busy Thanksgiving weekend. I was in the state of Ohio and back to South Carolina, and I think Captain Namco, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're in Ohio also. Let me know. And then Claw Time Vending talking about pricing. He says, yeah, Claw Machine in his local mall is now at $2 per play. They do
Whoa.
put high quality Pokemon, Super Mario plush in it. I'm guessing that's probably a national vendor. There are some claw machines at my local mall too that are running national vendors that have very high quality plush in them, like Super Mario, stuff like that. I can't remember the last time I actually went up and looked at one of those machines to see how much they're pricing, because I just know how rigged those machines are, right?
Yeah.
We all know how rigged those machines are. So I haven't looked at mine closely lately, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're asking $2 per player. As a matter of fact, I think on Black Friday I was at the mall, and I think I did walk past a Keymaster there, and I think it did say $2 per play. So yeah, you might be onto something. You might be seeing more $2 per play machines, especially from the bigger chain vendors, in places like Walmart and the malls and stuff like that, because it's just inflation and all that good stuff. Costs are going up. All right. Yeah, see, Captain Namco also saying his local bowling alley has a duck catcher doing $2 per play, but it's play till you win and has a weaker claw. So you're probably spending some time at that duck catcher machine until you get that win. But it will allow you to do it on just one credit, probably.
It seems
And
like to me you'd
then-
rather just do it at $1 and and not do till
Yeah.
you win. Just do it at $1 and
For sure,
see if
for
you
sure.
make more money than
I agree.
trying to do $2 till you win. Because then
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, candymachines.com still alive. Thank you. Glad we got another comment from you. It says two for $1, and they've seen so much more even with what Quick Play does. But you have to have the right location for those. Absolutely,
Yeah.
I think Quick Play is probably kind of not the norm for most of us, because most of us don't have an actual dedicated location full of games like that. Most of us are just doing street vending. With is kind of the term for it, street vending. Yeah, so cool. Let's see what else. Captain Namco replying to Claw Time Vending, saying he's got a vendor friend. Looks like he's worried about if things go up anymore, he's going to have to disable the play till you win. That's no good. But I can certainly understand how that would be the case. And it looks like my comments for sharing on the screen are getting cut off. Look, that must be a 1 hour thing, because this happened last week too. So I can no longer pop comments up on the screen. They're not populating within the actual tool. So from now on, we'll just be addressing them directly from the live stream. And let me find where I left off here. So it looks like Anthony gave us a $4.99 super chat. Thanks, Anthony, for that. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank
See,
you, Anthony.
Xtreme and
Hey, thanks.
Anthony giving us a little cash. They're going to start funding our Vegas trip for the month of March and the
Right.
NVDA, right?
Yep.
We'll take all we can get. Thank you guys for that. We appreciate that. Yeah, I hate that I can't pop these up on the screen anymore. I did like popping those up on the screen, but
Yeah.
we do have a lot to get through as well. So as we're kind of going through, I know you two can see the comments on the YouTube chat side as well. So
Yeah.
if there's anything you want to call it out, because
Okay.
it's gonna get a little messy, because we can't pop them up on the screen anymore, because I don't know if that only works for the first hour in our live streams. And that's probably because we're using the free version of EVMux. So I bet that only works in the first hour, because this happened last week too. I don't know. Anyway, if you see a comment, guys, call it out.
Okay. Anthony Hastings said he didn't want to outdo me on the donations. Oh, thank you, Anthony. The $4.99 by one
Anthony,
penny.
We appreciate
letting
it.
me be on
we really
top.
do. We do
Yeah.
appreciate the super chat, guys. Thank you so much. Small channels like us, that typically doesn't happen when we stream, so we appreciate that. All right, we're at 31
Yeah.
viewers, guys. Again, one more reminder, make sure you give this video a thumbs up to like it, help other viewers find the live stream. Make sure you subscribe to Galaxy Games 843. Subscribe to Xtreme Vending here on YouTube. Subscribe to
Yep.
Howard Hospitality Group here on YouTube. And
Please.
follow us all on TikTok as well. We appreciate that.
It looks like LJB said that we peaked out about 35, and I think there was one other person that said we hit 35 viewers.
Nice.
Which is freaking awesome.
Nice.
This is the
Yeah.
best. I think that beats our record. 35 is our record.
I'm
now.
guessing
So,
that every week it's going to get a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Typically,
Yay.
that's how it works. And as more people find out about it. So right now we're doing this every week. This is week 3 that we're doing the live stream live every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Also, too, if any of you out there are interested in joining us on camera, live, on mic, on camera, to actually participate in the discussion, send me an email, galaxygames843@gmail.com. Depending on what you have equipment-wise, or, if you qualify, we can possibly talk about having some more guests join us here as part of the live stream. I haven't even told these other guys, but I may have some other people in the works that would be really cool to join us.
Cool.
We'll see what happens in the future. Who
it'd be
knows?
fun to get CandyMachines.com in here.
It would be cool to
Kevin
have
or
CandyMachines.com or some of the other
Yeah.
people that are kind of well known like that. We would love to have some of you on, especially for those of you that are helping us answer questions in the chat. We really do appreciate that too. If there's questions you're seeing out there that we don't know the answer to, like Matt at Nyax, he might be cool to have on sometime. I don't know if he's set up for something like that. Who knows? Who knows who we'll have on in the future. But if that's something that would be of interest to you, send me a message. galaxygames843@gmail.com. All right, what else we got in the comments?
Oh, I
You guys
have an
see anything
update.
good?
I forgot to tell you guys. So
Let's hear it.
we ordered those Pokemon cards from Amazon,
Yes.
and it was 100 cards for, I don't remember the price, but it came. We got some pretty good cards. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, I'm sure if we would have ordered, probably a box or something like from like in it, but it was actually pretty good. So you'll see them on there that you can get 50 cards for like $5, or I think it was 100 cards for $9.99 or something. And we've got a few holographic cards and some like maybe 8 energy cards, and then the rest were all just the normal cards. But for somebody looking for just a quick, because for our cards, our machine, once you put them in the sleeves, we got that much out of 200 cards. And we charge $1 each, so it might be a good source. I don't know, for people that are looking at where to get Pokemon cards, because we want to make sure they're legit. And then there's somebody in the Discord right now that I found out today actually has an account with Pokemon that can get the real deal cards, and he might start selling them on the Discord. So maybe that might be something that we can all tap into too. But the Pokemon cards are killing it for us, like really, really killing it. So like 3 times what we sell stickers and tattoos for. So they do really well.
Yeah,
So
they
anyways,
out,
that was my
in those flat vending machines too. They outsell everything of mine too. Pokemon is obviously still hot.
Yeah,
I've been
crazy.
doing it for 2 years now, maybe even 3 years. I don't know, but it's always been consistently good. So yeah, if you're not doing Pokemon cards in those machines, you're missing out. Or using those as prizes or different things like that. Pokemon's hot. Everybody loves it. But speaking of prizes, Robert Bellini, I probably mispronounced Robert Belly or Belly. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Anyway, Robert says, what do you guys think of attaching money to the stuff in your claw machines? So I think it's really cool. I know, like, if you watch, who does it? Aaron does it.
Yeah,
Claw Kicker.
Claw Kicker, he does it.
He puts money on his things. And I think it kind of goes back to the whole coin pusher thing too. Is it gambling? And that's the ultimate question. Is it gambling? I think that's where it kind of falls into that gray area. I think, like, in my state, you don't see that anywhere because I think it's technically considered gambling in that case. I think one time I saw like a $20 bill inside one of those road trips, those games where you spin the wheel. I think I saw like a $20 bill as one of the major prizes and like attached to something and like that. But other than that, you typically don't see that in my state. Do you guys see those in your states anywhere? Just money attached to prizes?
We haven't.
No, it's illegal in Arizona.
Yeah,
I
I don't know. In California, it doesn't mean people can't do it here, but I haven't seen it yet. But that's when I'd start charging $1 for my claw machines at that point, because then that would make it. That to me, that's worthwhile. then right now we don't have the prizes to do any higher. But I think if you put, I don't know why not. That's kind of a good idea, just to try it and see. We can do a video on it and see how it does. I don't know.
Very
Give it a
cool.
try.
Very cool.
Will we
Very
get in
cool.
trouble in California? I don't know. I guess we have to ask.
There's one way to find out, right?
We'll just
Ask
blind
for
drop
forgiveness,
some
not
cash
for permission,
prizes
right?
in our machines. We'll just blind drop them.
There you go. No contact information on them. Just see what happens.
Yep.
All right. Captain Namco says he shout out Galaxy Games 843 and Xtreme Vending in his next restock video. Hey, don't forget about Howard Hospitality
Oh,
Group.
thank you.
But drop your channel name, Captain Namco, here in the chat, and we'll make sure we call that out too. Yeah, Captain Namco also says to Robert, not sure if that's legal in some areas. Some actually don't allow anyone to have money tied to the plush. Yeah, that's kind of what runs into with my state as well. What else? So we were talking about finding or getting the bulk Pokemon cards. Again, PA Pokemon Pools says he's got about 4,000 right now, and in January he'll be swimming in bulk cards. So if you don't know, so I just traveled to the state of Ohio, and I'm going to be going back not too far from where PA Pokemon is. So maybe we can make a deal, PA Pokemon Pools. Remember too, I've got some little trade bait for you and some cash, obviously, but I've got all these fake bogus Pokemon cards for you to open on your channel. So that could be a fun, funny short for you. But yeah, I definitely need to get some bulk Pokemon cards from you when I'm up north for the holidays. So let's definitely work that out. Maybe I can share some with some of these guys in the group here too,
Yeah.
and maybe some on the Discord. PA Pokemon Polls, are you on our Discord? I don't recall if you're on there or not. But if you're not, make sure you join. And there'll probably be more and more people looking to take advantage of any deals you might have for bulk Pokemon cards. Looks like we lost Xtreme Vending for a minute. Hope he's not having an internet blip. So he's gonna.
Right.
Is he back? And he's
There he is.
back. All right, there he's back. Welcome back.
Maybe.
Xtreme.
I'm
You just had a little
having
blip
issues
there.
with my internet.
It's not a live stream until Xtreme dips out for a
Yeah,
second
I've been
here,
put
right?
out, I think.
So it's officially a live stream now.
That's what
Welcome
happens
back.
when you live in the country, though. Country internet.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. All right. PA Pokemon Pulse says Discord is for young people. Well, we're all young people here, right? We're young at
Yeah.
heart, at least. Join us. All right. What else? 720 Vending says here in Colorado, coin pushers are illegal, but outside the two counties that have gambling coin pushers are illegal outside of the two. I'm sorry, outside. So there's apparently two counties in Colorado where gambling is legal, and I guess you can have coin pushers in those two counties. So that's pretty cool. Here's a good question from Skittles14. He says, how many hours per week do you put into your vending machine business? So that number is going to be different for all of us, right? And,
Yeah.
I know for me, are you including all the YouTube stuff that goes along with it, or all the camera recording and all the prep work? Like, when you say how many hours per week am I putting, are you talking about everything? Like, because I could give you a different number for different scenarios, and every week is different too. Like, there's probably not a right or wrong answer for that. I know, like this week, it's the end of the month, so I'm going to be doing a lot more this week than I was last week, right? Because I got to do all my month-end collections this week, so I'm going to be more busy. So there'll be more hours this week. But everyone out there, Xtreme, Howard Hospitality Group, if you had to put a number on how many hours per week you're putting into your business, and of course, Xtreme looks like he just dropped again, but Xtreme is full time, so his number is going to be a lot higher than probably the rest of us. But what would you say is the number of hours per week you put into your vending business?
So we probably we do collect every week, just because we our bulk, or not our bulk, but our full line vending machine people are dealerships and hotels and things like that. So they're very needy. So we have to go there once a week, and we don't fill them up per se as full, but we need to go there and put our face there, right? just because like at the car dealerships, the sales guys are just sitting around, they got nothing to do all week, and they, eat and drink snacks, and they like to see us. So we go once a week just because we feel like we have to. We probably don't, but we feel like we need to, just because we've gone like 2 weeks one time, and we went there like, oh, it's been a while since we've seen you, and they give you those kind of comments, and you're like, you didn't eat anything. Like, we're not, that's why we didn't come, because we can see how much is in the machines. And so we just decided we go there once a week. So we go at least once a week to all those locations, and that probably takes us about an hour, maybe almost an hour and a half to 2 hours a week just to do our full line.
Does that include all your prep work, all your pre-kitting, all your drive there in the back? Yeah, see, I'm talking everything.
No.
Like
So
I think we should talk about
for
everything.
full line vending, we probably spend 4 to 5 hours a week on full line vending is what we spend.
And how many machines would you say that's for?
That's for 10 machines.
Okay. And then if you mix in all your recording time and your editing for YouTube and things like that, does that count too? Like that takes a lot more.
That's a whole nother thing, because I don't know what I'm doing that well. I'm not that good at it. So it takes me a lot longer than probably most people are quick, and they already have their little template set up. We haven't got that far yet, so we're still learning how to do videos.
You'll get there.
So it's longer for that. But as far as claw machines, those go pretty quick. I mean, we go there, as what you see in our videos, the 10 minutes that we spend at a location, that's the 10 minutes we spend. I mean, we're at locations 10, 15 minutes tops, and we fill them up. We take the money out, we wipe them down, and we leave. So those are great. I mean, those are fast. And we don't have to prep anything. We take a bag of toys with us. So I'm telling you, if you want to get into vending, like bulk vending with candy or claw machines is the way to go, because there's not any work at all. The hard part's getting the locations. Then after that, it's easy. So, but YouTube and that whole stuff, that's a whole nother thing.
Whole nother ball game, right?
That's a whole nother thing, yeah. So
for sure. Well, it looks like we lost Xtreme for the time being. So Xtreme's taking a little break.
So how about you? Shortly. How much time does it take you then?
I can't put a number on it because, like I said, every week is different for me. I've got locations that I go to bi-weekly. I've got locations I go to monthly. I don't typically go weekly to any locations in the current time. I've set it up where I don't have to go weekly. But again, I wish I had a location where I had to go weekly, because that means I'd have great turnover, right?
Yeah.
But it's to the point where I was going to the laundromat like every 5 days to every 7 days, but I upgraded to a much larger machine with a credit card reader. So now I know when there's coin jams or when things are offline. So now, as I've progressed, I've made things easier and I've made things more efficient in my vending business. So like I said, I don't have to go there every week or every so often. But what takes up the majority of my time, honestly, is the YouTube stuff, right? So, downloading all the video, editing all the video, storing doing all that stuff. And then it's not just like a 5-minute thing where you just slap a couple clips together and then, talk over it real quick. There's so much more that goes into it.
Yeah.
There's so many things. So all that, I do a video per day. I do, 2 to 3 full length videos per week. So all that kind of plays into it. Looks like we got Xtreme coming back. Let's get him back in here. There we go. Welcome back, Xtreme.
So sorry. I had to restart my modem.
Well,
it's still giving me problems, though, I can tell.
Well, it happens. So the good news is you're back. So we appreciate you coming back. You just got your little break. That's all. You just got a little break. It's all good.
So how much time do you spend?
It was not much of a break. I was like, oh crap.
So yeah.
On what? I missed that whole segment.
The current topic is how many hours per week do you spend for your vending business? So what would you say yours is? Your answer is going to be different than all of ours because you do this full time. So how many hours a week do you work?
Yeah, no. Do I work? I don't know. Probably like 10 to 15 hours a week.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. Yeah. So I spend more time just looking at deals and trying to shop around for toys than I do doing the vending machines, honestly.
And what most people don't know,
I'm always trying to shop around and find good rates.
Actually, I'm glad Amelia is here right now. Amelia, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
This is going to be the perfect time to talk about this because I'm glad you brought that up, Xtreme. Shopping for prizes, right? That is one area that I struggle with because I don't know what the kids think are cool, right? So I'm only going off of what I'm being told. So that's one thing that I try to utilize, like what my daughter's into. And Amelia, I'm sure you utilize, or you have the inside track because you're talking to your friends at school. They're telling you what's cool, what they'd play for in the machines. I'm sure you talk about that kind of stuff with your friends at school, right?
Yeah.
So do they tell you like what they think's cool and what they would play for in the machines and what they want to try and win?
There's one girl in my class, she sits right next to me,
Hmm.
and she always has like monkey noodles and like everything that we put in our machines,
All those
and people
fidget
always ask
toys.
for it.
Yeah.
So I kind of just assume everybody likes them if everybody's
Hmm.
asking to
Do
use
you do you
them.
think do you think kids still are into poppets, or do you think poppets are getting kind of old and nobody cares about them anymore?
There's a lot of jokes about poppets, but some people still like them. It's just
Yeah.
who you meet.
Because I know like in my arcade they were selling really well, and now they've really slowed down. So I didn't know if like maybe kids thought they weren't cool anymore. Kind of like fidget spinners, right? They were really hot, and then
Yeah.
then, then they weren't anymore. So with that said, I know you had mentioned monkey noodles, right? What is the cool thing everybody wants right now? What's the cool thing everyone's playing with?
Well, there is this thing. It's called a tangle, and it's like a plastic, and it's like plastic things, and you just put them together, and you can like twist it. I don't know how to explain it. It's really
But
weird, but
it's called
I
a
use it all the
tangle.
time. It's cool. It's called tangle. Yeah.
All right, we're all gonna have to go Google that after this and figure out what the heck that is. If that's what the kids want right now, we all gonna take advantage for sure.
Angles.
I like them. They're really cool.
Very cool, very cool. Well, thank you so much for kind of sharing some of that information with us, Amelia. Obviously, you bring a whole new perspective for us when it comes to that kind of stuff, because kind of what we were talking about is, I never know what to go buy for prizes. I've gone to the toy aisle at Walmart, and I'm like, I don't know what kids want or what people would play for, or I seriously struggle with what to put as major prizes in those kind of machines that have major prizes, because you know you really got to think about your demographic and who is shopping it or who's going to be playing those machines, because some kids might want handheld video game systems, where others might want action cameras, or who knows what the right answer is. And basically you really just got to kind of try different things and see what works and what doesn't work. And we lost Xtreme again. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he's just spent all
He's
that money
taking
he's
another
making on the internet.
he's taking another break. Yeah, we're gonna have to get him some fiber internet
There you go.
and get him some more stable connections. He's taking another break, so he'll be back shortly. 720 Vending says YouTube does take a good chunk of time. I know he's doing some good stuff over there. His videos taught me how to open 12 packs quickly for stocking machines. Have you all seen how he does that? The old knee
Yeah.
knock, right? You slam it on your knee and break it in half, and therefore you start loading it into the machines like that. I did that in one of my last laundromat videos. I actually just shot a laundromat video today, and I didn't do it in that video today because I found it's great for stocking the machine fast, but cleanup afterward is so much more difficult because you still got to break the boxes down, at
Yeah.
least in my case, for recycling. So I went back to the old way for today's video that I shot. It'll be probably the weekend video coming up. And then we'll probably after that have the truck accessory shop video coming up after that. And then probably things like the game store, the arcade. It's going to be a new month where we'll be resetting the whole schedule again. So lots of great
We
videos
still
coming
have
your way.
puppets and stuff in our claw machines and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they I think they still do good. I see what's really weird is that, and I don't know why, but the little rubber duckies don't
Yeah.
seem to do as good as the big rubber duckies, and so we're left with a lot of little rubber duckies.
So
But
when you say little and big, what are the sizes? Because I know there's like
like
2-inch
one
rubber
inch,
ducks, right?
1 inch versus 2 inch, I guess is what it would be. Because we ordered some packs from different places, and they sent us ones, and they have these little rubber duckies. They're probably, I don't know, 1.5 inches or 2 inch. They're not 2 inches. They're like 1.5 inches. And then we got the nice big ones from candymachines.com, which were the really nice ones.
Yeah.
Those are great. And those go like crazy. They just love those, which I wouldn't think rubber duckies would be that exciting, but they love those rubber duckies.
So yeah, I was actually gonna comment on that. So candymachines.com did a Cyber Monday deal, right? Where it was like a really good price on those ducks. I think they were 2-inch ducks, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken. I
missed it.
I did not take advantage because I don't really have machines where I have rubber ducks in them. But I think it was like 26 cents shipped per duck.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like a really
Oh,
good price.
that is a
So
really
great
good price.
job, candymachines.com. I don't know if that deal is still available. If so, can you let us know in the comments if people can
Put in the
still take advantage of
Discord.
that deal, or if that was
Yeah.
strictly a Cyber Monday deal? Because I think if it's still available, you'll probably get some sales from this live stream. Because I
Yeah,
know
and from
there's
our
probably some
Discord
people that missed
for
out for sure.
sure.
Yeah, I know they talked about it in the Discord this week.
I
I'm just
missed
not
it.
sure if it's still available or not. And we got another super chat. Thanks, Skittles14. $3
Oh, thank you,
from
Skittles.
Skittles14. We appreciate that. He says, love you guys. Thanks for all the advice. Oh, very cool. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. And
Cool.
I don't know,
Everybody's
maybe Extreme's not coming back tonight. Maybe he dipped out early. I don't know.
No, he said he had modem issues. His
Yeah.
internet, he lives in the middle of nowhere, so he has internet issues. I think he should get like dish, internet or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's good either. I don't know. But he'll be back when he's back, I guess. So a couple other comments I saw is just I was scrolling. So Anthony was talking about Pokemon cards from Flatline Vending. Not
Huh.
quite sure. I don't think I've checked that out or what they have available. But
Yeah, I
Anthony,
didn't know they did those either.
if you want to
We've
share
gotten
that,
some.
share that with
Sorry, I
us.
didn't
Yeah.
interrupt you.
No,
We've
it's all
gotten
good.
some toys from them that were great. We ordered a flatline box. We even did a video on it.
Yeah.
And we sold through that stuff quick. I mean, they love those prices. So Flatline's got some good stuff. I didn't know they did Pokemon cards. I know I tried to look at AA Global to get Pokemon cards, and the shipping was ridiculous. By the time you were trying to get it shipped to your house, I mean, you need to order like a pallet or something, because I mean, it was outrageous. I mean, it was cheaper for me to go to Walmart or something like that and buy them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really
that's one thing about AA Global. They have awesome inventory. They have great stuff, but they do charge a lot for shipping.
Yeah, you got to
I will say
order a
that.
big order, which
Yeah.
is great when you order a big order because you get good stuff and it's cheap, but not for shipping. So yeah, it was really expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Anthony just let us in on some info. He says his wife teaches 3rd grade. So it's
Ah,
it's the perfect test group for product. Yeah, you got the inside track too.
yeah, Amelia,
That's really
yeah,
cool.
she knows, and like in the way she sets up the machine and stuff, she knows. She's like, well, they want, she'll put like the good stuff on the outside, like so when you see it when you walk up, and
Too
stuff.
funny.
She's
Too
really cute
funny.
like that. Like she's got it down. And then she's like, but I want them to win it, so I'm not going to put it all on the outside, but I want them to see it when they walk up. And then she'll put like, there was a skateboard that she wanted that we got in one pack, and so she kept sticking. I know she did it, and she kept sticking on the outside of the machine so nobody could win it. And then one day she's like, "Can I have that skateboard? It doesn't seem like anybody's getting that skateboard." I'm like, you can have it, But she wanted that skateboard
she's a
so
smart
bad.
one, right? That's
Yeah.
too funny. That's
I
too
always say
funny.
it because she's in the shower, so I can get away with it. But yeah, she knows that she knows that she likes
Too funny.
She knows
That's
what
awesome.
they like. So yeah.
Love it. All right, we got a couple questions in the comments about placing machines in bars. I know we talked about this in the past.
Yes.
So Skittles14 asked about experience with putting machines in 21 and older places. If so, what do you put in them? Now, I know none of us I don't think have any machines in those types of locations, but in the comments too, Captain Namco says he's got a vendor friend that he helps who has mystery boxes at a local, I'm guessing it's a bar and grill. It looks like Gopher's Grill. So I'm guessing that's probably a bar and grill. So I'm guessing he does mystery boxes. And that's probably going to be your best bet for a place like that.
Yeah.
The question is, what are you putting inside those mystery boxes? Captain Namco, can you share what prizes are inside those mystery boxes? That might be beneficial for everyone to know for sure.
When we first started getting into vending and watching your videos and the bulk vending, into the not bulk vending, but the full line vending stuff, there was a lady that did, I don't know if you've seen her or not, I don't remember her name, but she does adult vending machines, and she has them in bars and stuff. And I don't know if it was a video of hers or Facebook or what it was, and she puts in there like those packs of things we talked about and stuff that you would, like they were cute little packages that she had. I don't know where she ordered them from, but it had neat, funny, couple things in them and things like that were, that fit. And she says that she did great. Like she was doing really good. So
I've never seen those videos.
okay. I'll have to find it. And I'll put it in the comments or something if I
Yeah,
can
put
find
it in
it.
the Discord. That's a
In the
good
Discord, yeah, I'll
conversation
put it in
for
there.
Discord. Yeah,
'Cause, yeah.
so that's a reminder, guys. If you're not on the Discord with us, we have all kinds of vending related chat over in the Discord. So make sure you're joining us in our Discord server. You can find the link for that in all of our video descriptions. Come join us if you're not there already. I think most everyone here probably is, but if you're not, or if you're watching the replay of this live stream, make sure you find the Discord link in all of our video descriptions and come join us in our vending related chat. For sure. All right, here's one from Anthony Kilmer. I'm not sure. He says, Galaxy Games, I saw other vendors put stacks of money in their machines for major prizes, and it does really good. Can't go wrong with money because they can do whatever they want with that money. Yeah. So, like, let's talk about Quick Play for just a minute. So, Quick Play, if you watch their videos in their stacker machine, what they've done is they've taken, like, the bulk candy Skittles or peanut M&M containers like that you get at Sam's Club that you see them filling up their triple heads with. And they filled those full of like $1 bills and hung them in their stacker machine as their major prizes, which is really cool. But then again, that gets to that earlier conversation that we talked about putting money in your machines. And is it gambling? And is it something you could get in trouble for? I think that would be my case here in South Carolina. I've often thought about maybe putting something like that together. But I think maybe more gift cards would be the way to get around that. In a case like mine, like a $50 or $100 gift card, that kind of kills, it kills two birds with one stone. It meets that they could do whatever they want with it, but at the same time, it's not cash in the machine. It's got cash value, but so do all the other prizes too. So that might be one way to get around that too, is gift card instead of actual cash. I know I've done gift cards.
And if you did it from
before.
that location, would be even better. So like if you had, like you're at a yogurt shop or something and it's their gift card, that'd be even cooler, because then the owner, you buy it from them for $5 and you put it in your machine. Yeah. It shows the owner that you're helping support them too, which would be kind of cool.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? So we've got a lot of comments, guys. So again, I apologize if we're missing any of your comments here. There's a lot came through. Captain Amco says, Matt, I think maybe throw in restocks of claw machines too when servicing machines. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean for like videos, or do you mean for, I don't know. If you could throw another comment in there, let me know, like clarify what you're talking about there. He also says, Gophers is a bar and grill they have, and before they come from anything like mini squishies. Oh, these are in the mystery boxes. Mini squishies, popper keychains, bracelets, maybe a few spinners. It just depends. That's what's in the mini or the mystery boxes in the bar. So let me ask you this. So when people win those mystery prizes and they're obviously over 21 since it's in a bar and grill, I'm guessing anyway, and they win those keychains or squishies or pop bracelets, things like that, what's the initial reaction? Do they play more because maybe there's something else they can win? Like, are there special mystery prizes in there with gift cards or things like that? Like, that's one of the things I do at my flea market arcade location. I've got a mystery cup machine, and obviously it's not in a bar, so anyone can play it. But the majority of the cups have trading cards in them, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, things like that. But some of them have iTunes and Amazon gift cards in them. So that's one way I don't put money in them. I do like Amazon or iTunes gift cards, but it's only a couple. Most of them have trading cards in them. So do you find that people, when they win those mystery boxes in this machine, if they get one of those keychains or something, do they keep playing, trying to get a better prize? Or does that turn them off and say, you know what, I'm not going to play that anymore? Let me know what you think.
Well, I know that like Quick Play, when they have that Starbucks machine, and they were talking about on their videos, is that they, it's guaranteed that you're going to get, a certain amount.
At least a $5 gift card or something.
Yeah, like and so then that's what makes it do so well, I think, is that people know that they could win up to a certain amount of something, which is great, So I think that if you had like maybe the prizes, like we have those claw machines that have the displays at the top, or the prize boxes, even if you put like some of the prizes they could win like up in the top, so then people kind of know what to expect. You know what I mean? When they play it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get it. I totally get it. All right. What else we got in the comments here? So Anthony's asking if I'm going to the auction this weekend. So Anthony, I want to go to the auction. It's in North Carolina this weekend, guys. There is an arcade pinball vending, coin up, and all things cool auction this weekend in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, this Saturday, December 3rd. If any of you are in the North Carolina area, I know Howard Hospitality Group loves North Carolina.
Oh god.
It's not that humid this time of year.
Okay, good.
But honestly, Anthony, I really want to go, but I've got my route on Saturday. I need to address. I can't let it go another week. So it's priorities here at this point. So I want to go, but I don't want to let the business suffer in order for me to go. So I'm probably going to miss it unless for some reason I can work on at least get to the couple. I need to get to the barbershop location for sure. I tried to get to them this past weekend on Friday. They were closed for Black Friday. Saturday, I made the road trip to Ohio, so I missed servicing their machine this past weekend. So they were due, and I looking in my NIAX app, they're out of a few things. So I definitely don't want to make them wait another week.
Yeah.
So maybe if I can get that fit in sometime during the week, maybe I can make it on Saturday. But right now, it's unlikely I'll be there. I really want to go though, but it's unlikely right now. But who knows? The stars may align. Who knows what'll happen? But yeah,
Yeah.
right now, probably won't be there.
Do you have
Really
bulk
want to go
candy
though.
ma- Do you have bulk candy machines too, or just full line vending right now?
So myself, I personally don't have any bulk candy machines. My son's got a couple gumball machines. He's got one at our game store location. He's got one at our flea market arcade location. He had a couple other ones, but he's away at college right now. So
Uh,
he's actually pulled multiple of the slower machines, and he's just left the ones where I can service for him. So
right,
yeah, so how convenient is that, right? He's no
right.
dummy. He's like, Dad, I'm just gonna leave those ones that you actually go to, so that way you can still kind of put gumballs in them and take the quarters out for me. I'm like, oh, I see how this works. I said, what's my cut?
Yeah,
But that doesn't work like that, right? Not with our kids. Yeah. Yeah, just two gumball machines right now, and honestly,
uh,
they're not fast turnover. I service them every couple months, and there's
yeah.
40 or
We do
60
ours
bucks
once a
in them.
month. It seems to be good.
Yeah,
They're here in town, so I usually drive by and kind of wipe them down every, in between that time, just because they get
yeah,
dirty. So, and like I know Quick plays the same way. Like I don't like our stands dirty or our machines dirty, so I always go
yeah.
by it. Especially the one that's in the feed store. Jeez, that one's nasty. We have to clean that all the time.
I can imagine. I would imagine that would be dusty.
Yeah.
That's too funny. That's too funny. Let's see what else. Captain Namco talking about those mystery prizes. He says, no, there's no gift cards in those boxes. It's just random stuff. And he has seen that they keep playing to see what else they can get. So that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to
I
know.
see that at our bowling alley. We're not in there, but there's another vendor in there, and it's the the little Chinese
The
boxes,
Chinese takeout boxes.
the
Yeah.
Chinese takeout boxes, and then he has cups, but they're not Starbucks cups. They're other kind
Yeah.
of cups, and all his machines are like that, and the kids just keep playing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if adults would be playing as much.
What
But
kind do you know what kind of prizes are in them? Have you ever played them or won anything to
the
know what's in
same
there?
type of stuff
Yeah.
not plush and stuff. It's like the little rubber balls, or what I mean. There's nothing really exciting
Yeah.
in them, but it's
You
just
just
the
never,
fact that
it's just the fact that you never know what you're going to get.
yeah, exactly.
It's funny how that works because so I've got at the flea market arcade, I've got that. And that's probably my best performing machine. But like the flatline vending, I thought like being there, I've got two columns of Pokemon cards, right? In the one machine. And I've got two columns of tattoos and one column of mystery in that other machine. And like the mystery never sells in that machine. Like I don't know if
Huh.
people are just after the Pokemon cards instead, but mystery almost never sells. I think I don't know. I feel like I've maybe sold a couple since I switched it over to that. And I only did that mainly because I needed to get rid of a bunch of extra stuff I had.
Just stuff
So,
that you had, yeah.
right.
So,
So, but
yeah,
it's not like it's low quality stuff. It's all good quality stuff. It's just I only had like so many of each thing. So therefore I had to just kind of mix it all up and make it a big mystery column. So
yeah,
maybe someday that'll do better. But right now, not so much. Everything's going Pokemon and tattoos.
yeah.
Yeah. So Captain
Okay.
Namco says they will win 2 or 3, and then they'll probably leave some for others
Yeah.
to win as well. That's pretty cool. All right. Anthony Kilmer also says, Galaxy Games, you were asking on one of your vending machines what to put in a recent video. I should put ramen noodles in there and get them by the case or singles. I thought about doing that. So
Yeah,
the only thing is you need to make sure that, doing that in one of the locations, make sure they have a microwave or something, where they
hot
can
water. Yeah.
actually, yeah, do something where,
Mhm.
where they get hot water.
That'd
Like I
work good
think,
for us because like we have our dealerships and stuff. Like you
mhm,
said, they just sit around and they've got hot water there because they got coffee and they've got all
yeah.
that stuff. So
So, so you do ramen noodles?
we did until Sam's Club wouldn't get it in anymore. For some reason, they've been sold out for I don't know how long, and we were buying
So,
it. But
so the question is, are you using the packs or using the cups?
we did the cup ones, the one that are the
Yeah.
what are they called? They're not. It's not Top Ramen. It's something else. I can't remember the name of it. You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about?
I
It's
think
the
so.
cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Top Ramen ones, they were too wide, so we were because I took some just to see if it would fit or
Yeah.
not, and
Yeah.
so it would fit where the chips went, but they like the chips. We didn't want to take away from the chips because they love their chips, so we didn't want to put it
Right.
in chip
Right.
spot. So we ended up putting some of the round ones. I can't remember the name of it's cup of noodles, but I don't know what it's
Yeah.
Tiso or something. But we put those in there. So I don't
And,
know.
and
I
you,
mean,
have you ever thought about maybe using like the actual just packs of ramen, the rectangle ones or whatever that they're really cheap,
yeah.
selling those? I thought about trying those maybe. But then they would have to bring their own container to cook them in or to heat them up in. So I don't know how well that would do as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, if anyone out there has a good source for cups of noodles or cups of ramen for machines, drop in the comments. Let us know like where you get yours from. Like Howard Hospitality Group says, Sam's Club is not carrying them. I haven't seen them at my Sam's Club, so that's kind of, that's something we also have to consider when we're thinking about what we're going to put in our machines is where are we going to get them from and how much are we going to pay for them. So,
So
you
if you
know,
did that, so this is just my brain starting
yeah,
to think. So you go to Sam's Club and you buy like a case of bowls. So you
mhm,
buy like disposable bowls, and you just have as it being a vendor and being the guy that brings the vending stuff is like
mhm.
you're able to have a stack of bowls and a thing
Yeah,
of
you
cup
could do
and a
that.
thing of forks. How much would that really cost you? Like
Probably not a lot. And
nothing. You
honestly,
know.
you know what I would do? I would figure out what my cost per item of bowl and cost per item for fork is, and I would
Mhm.
add that to the price of the actual ramen noodles. That's what I would
That's
do.
exactly
Right?
exactly
Right?
what I was gonna say. Yep, that's where my
Yeah.
brain was going. And so then you charge now it's all of a sudden $1.50 or $1.75 for a pack of
Yeah.
ramen that cost
Exactly.
you 15 or 20 cents. And then
Yeah.
so I mean if you did it in a big enough bulk, you could actually make pretty good money on it. I think even providing the bowls and the forks at a.
Yeah.
So anyways, just thinking.
Cool. Cool. All right. A couple other things. Looks like Xtreme says he can't get back online. So look, he's,
Oh
he's probably
man.
chatting into the chat from his cell phone. So it's okay, Xtreme. It's all good. But we're gonna miss not having you here for the rest of the stream. But the good
Yeah.
news is we're getting towards the end of the stream anyway. It's starting to wind
Yeah.
down. Right. We're down to 21 viewers. Um, but we really only have like 15 minutes left anyway. So not the end of the world. He's just taking a little bit of paid time off tonight at the end. So it's all good. I'm sure
Yeah.
the rest of us will need some paid time off in the future as well. So it's going to happen. So not to worry, not to worry. It's all good.
So everybody next stream, everybody needs to give him money so he can get better
So
internet.
yeah, we all need to fund Extreme's internet to get him some
Yeah, fund his
fiber.
internet.
So funny. All right. Captain Namco talking about restocking claw machines. So he says his restocking technique that's a good pointer for everyone when stocking claw machines is to tuck them in, but always pull up the heads and have them facing forward so they can see it. And what's funny too, like when I watch Quick Play do their like Mexican restaurant claw machines and stuff like that, that seems like they use that same technique. And honestly, I am not good at stocking claw machines, and I'll admit that. And that's why you'll see my wife do that on camera when we do it, because she's so
Yeah.
much better at that, making it look good and keeping things organized. So Mrs. Galaxy Games, she's the champ when it comes to stuff like that. And I'll always have her do that because she's so much better at it than
Yeah,
I am.
Amelia and
For
my
sure.
wife are good at it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Oh, candymachines.com checking back in says the case of 500 ducks still has the Cyber Monday deal with free
Ooh, I'm
shipping.
going.
you need to use the coupon code Discord for a little extra. So that's
Oh,
cool. So any of you
that's
out there,
awesome.
I think it comes out to be like 26 cents per duck shipped. Those are the 2-inch ducks, if I'm not mistaken. You get a case of 500 of them, and it's like I want to say it's like $100 and some or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but doing quick math at 26 cents times 500, probably 120
130
something.
bucks
Yeah, something like that.
plus the
So
discount from a Discord.
right. So crazy deal. If you run any type of
Ooh.
duck machines, you cannot pass up that deal. Go over
Mm-mm.
to candymachines.com right now. Use that code of Discord at checkout. Get yourself 500 2-inch rubber ducks for your claw machines or whatever. Can't go wrong with that. 26 cents a piece. That's awesome. Great
That
deal.
is
You're
good.
never going to get a deal like that again. Thanks, candymachines.com. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Xtreme says he's watching the stream from his phone at least. So that's cool. Enjoy your PTO. And let's see. Captain Namco says he'll always recommend everyone to check his restock videos and to check what he does. So check out Captain Namco on YouTube as well to see how he restocks his claw machines. Good job, Captain Namco. Thank you for that information.
Yes.
Anthony back in saying one hot item they've been running is 6-inch mystery bags with scented squishmallows from Five Below. So I'm guessing, where do you get your mystery bags? First of all, what are the mystery bags like? Are they like, when I think of mystery bags, I think of like a velvet bag with a like a rope tie at the top or something like that that says
Ooh.
mystery on the front. I've seen like different things like that, and then I think, okay, are they like Crown Royal bags or something like that? Anthony, tell us in the comments where you get your mystery bags from that you're putting these scented squishmallows in from Five Below. Obviously, Five Below is like a Squishmallow headquarters. They do new releases like every week or something like that. I'm sure Amelia knows all about it because my daughter is Squishmallow crazy, and she's
Oh,
always
she's so
talking
nuts.
about like
Yeah.
what the new stuff is at Five Below. She's always wanting to go to Five Below. So their marketing department's obviously a genius because
Yeah.
they pump it up online and get the kids all hyped up. But yeah, those are great items for prizes in your machine. But I want to know more about these mystery bags you're putting them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how that works. Yeah, Anthony's talking about the rectangle packs of the ramen noodles. They're like 29 cents a pack, and you buy them by the case. That's what I was thinking as well, because I think they would fit in the actual
Yeah. Like
coils of the machine well.
we
And
were
then,
Sam's Clubs. I think you can't get them at Sam's anymore. I may be wrong, but I
well,
was
you can still get
looking.
them at Walmart and things like that. And that's
Yeah.
kind of, not only like those glasses I got to do those shop with me videos for vending inventory. Not only will I be shopping, but I'll also be looking for new products to add to the machine, and we'll talk about that in those videos too. So that'll be all the kind of stuff we'll be looking at. We'll compare prices in different stores. I've got some ideas about some different more content for the future of the channel. So watch for those videos coming up soon. I just got these glasses with the video camera in them,
Those
so
are
it'll
really
make it
cool.
easier. Yeah, it'll make it
Did you
easier
get
for
them on
shopping.
Amazon or what?
I did buy them on Amazon. Yeah, it was a Black
Hmm.
Friday deal, so they were a lot of money
Are they
off.
like 1080p or what?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I've only tested the footage on my to see it on my phone. It looks really good. So we'll
Yeah.
see how it translates to YouTube. That's going to be the ultimate factor. And we're going to see how it works. Maybe we'll do a video or two. If I'm not satisfied, I can always send them back. So that's kind of what made me pull the trigger and move on and to try them out.
So I was wrong. They do have 24 packs of ramen on Sam's Club, but they don't have the 48
Okay.
pack anymore.
So
And they do have the cup. They have the cup of noodles too, but those are out of stock. So the only thing that's in
online.
stock is the square. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. But I do like your idea though of just buying a bulk pack of bowls and forks or whatever and kind of adding that to the price for sure. Yeah. All right. Anthony says he's going to send me a picture of those mystery bags. So that's cool. Yeah, I definitely want to take a look at that. We'll talk about that next week too as we have our next live stream. All right. So here's one from Andres Olvera that says, any advice for using vending locators? Where do you pay for a lead on a vending location? And this is for full line vending. So that's a topic that was hot like a couple years ago, but I haven't heard much about vending locators lately. As you know, the late Rodney was one of the greats when it came to locating machines for people. But we're talking about vending locators. Have you ever used a vending locator?
I've heard nothing but horror stories. That's all I've heard.
So
is that
I've
you
heard a lot
pay
of bad things
people-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and you pay people to find you locations, and
Yeah.
then they don't find you any, or they say this location and they want their money, and it's not, you know what I mean? They're not good
Yeah.
locations. And with full line vending, we've had it's actually was kind of easier for us to find those locations than it
Yeah.
was for claw machines. Like, I don't think full line vending, I mean, the place needs machines or they don't. And
Yeah.
most of the places that we went into, the people that were taking care of their machines for them weren't doing a good job. So
Yeah.
we got a few accounts just from people not doing their job, not
Yep.
doing, either
Yep.
getting burnt out, not taking care of their machines or whatever it
Yep.
may have been. But a lot of the stuff that we got, like we got some of the big dealerships around here and stuff that were, but they weren't showing up. They just weren't coming and taking care of the machines. And they're like, yes, please come do it. We would love you to come do it. And so
Mm.
I think that, like, especially in bigger cities, like where you live in near, we're in kind of a rural area, so we're a really small town. But like those warehouses, places, I mean, there's so many of them around you that need it, that haven't been tapped. So I think that, we did that little, I don't know if you saw our little mystery, or not mystery because we got a mystery on my mind, but we did that
Right.
secret weapon video that we did with that box of goodies
Yeah.
that we took
Yeah.
into those places with our card on it and stuff. And like, that's landed every single one of our full lining vending accounts.
Yeah. See,
And that's on our youth. Huh?
I was just gonna say that's cool that you like when you talk about the warehouse and stuff near me. Yeah, we have those, but
Mhm.
vending here is so saturated. Like, there's so many other bigger like canteens and places like that are just taking down all the really big locations, stuff like that. All the big warehouses are just loaded with like machines from like big national companies like that. So that's what I'm competing with for stuff like that. So it makes it challenging for sure. All right, yeah, Anthony giving us more information about the Squishmallows. He says they're already in the bag from Squishmallow. They look sharp, so I must be thinking about something different because I'm thinking about just
The
the
big one.
I think they're like 6 or 7 inch Squishmallows
Yeah.
at Five Below that they're just in bulk racks when you walk in. So he must be talking about something a little bit different. I know he said they're scented, so it's probably I'm gonna have to look. He's gonna send me a picture, so we'll talk about that. And
Yeah, those wouldn't
Anthony,
work in the little machines.
yeah, what type of machine are you putting them? Like, what size are they, and what machine are you putting them in? Are you putting them in like
Yeah.
claw machines, or let us know in the comments too. All right, so it looks like we're all caught up on comments for the most part. Again, I apologize if we missed any of your comments out there. Um, you know, it gets kind of rapid fire for a little bit, so we apologize again if we miss comments. If there's ever something that's important you want us to highlight that we missed, always feel free to just throw it in the comments again, and we'll definitely get to it the second time. At least we'll try to. But again, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Make sure you give this video a like, help us out, subscribe to Galaxy Games 843, Xtreme Vending, Howard Hospitality Group, follow us on TikTok. We would really appreciate that. It looks like Anthony's saying he's putting those in mini size claw machines. He did send me a picture. So hold on. Let me check my phone. Okay, he sent it to me on Facebook. Let me pull it up here and we can see if we can just show it on camera. Because everybody wants to know, right? Let's take a look. Oh, okay. All right, I see what he's talking about. So let's see if this will work. So he's talking about these here. They're in the bag like this.
Oh, those are little ones.
They're a little bit smaller than the size I was thinking of. Thank you,
So
Anthony,
how big
for
is
sharing
that?
that.
Like 2 inches?
It says 8 inch on the bag, but I know it's not like the 8 inch we're thinking of, right? So
it wouldn't work in a mini claw, but it'd work in a regular claw machine.
yeah, he's using those in regular size claws, and he's keeping them in the bag so they don't know what they're going to win.
Yeah.
And there's that mystery factor because the bags are blind bags, right? So they can't tell what's in them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he says he's putting those in medium claws.
We get these little, I can't remember what they're called. Amelia would have to tell you, but they're little balls and they have little characters in them, and the kids get all excited about those because they don't know what they're going to get inside the ball.
Yeah.
So they're like I remember the name of those things that were bigger that they had for the longest time that all the girls were getting. I can't remember what they were, but she got those for the longest time too, and they were in pink balls. And he would open them up, and they were little animals inside of them and stuff. And so I think that factor, the mystery factor, is awesome. I mean, that's a great.
Sure.
They're too big for the little claw machines, but for medium, they'd be great.
Gotcha. He says the bag is 8 inches. But Anthony, now I got to go out there. I got to go buy a claw machine, and I got to do a Squishmallow mystery claw machine. That's what I got to do. I got to do it now, right?
I think it would do really well.
That's a great idea. That's awesome. Yeah, I got to go do that now.
Next time we should talk more full line stuff too. I got a lot of stories from full line vending.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
should share.
It really,
'Cause
I always just kind of let the comments guide us to what our conversations.
Mhm.
But yeah, we can definitely talk more full line because I know that's, a lot of vendors out there start in full line or they get to full line and maybe they start in bulk or honor boxes
Yeah.
even. There's all kinds of different vending types out there. And these discussions, these weekly live streams, we can talk about it all for sure. We
Sure.
just we just tend to migrate towards the amusement stuff because it seems like that's honestly probably the most popular and the
Right.
biggest moneymaker with the least amount of work.
That's the big thing. Yeah. Oh man, Anthony's been doing it for 30 years
30
almost.
years, man, that's awesome.
Jeez, that's awesome.
Right?
That's great.
Very cool. So everyone, thank you so much for your participation. Thanks for all the comments this week. It is 5 minutes till the hour, and we're going to wrap it up here. So we're going to start winding down. If there's any last comments or things you want to put in the comments, throw them out there now. Because again, we're going to be wrapping up here in the next few minutes. But I do want to thank you all for your support. I want to thank you for the likes on these videos. I want to thank you for all the subscriptions, for all the shares. Thank you to Xtreme Vending, Anthony, and Skittles for the super chats. We really do
From us,
appreciate those.
Yeah, and from us, like, you guys are always welcome to email us on our Discord. We're on Discord. We're in the Discord with you. But
Yep.
I mean, I will definitely take the time to help anybody that needs help with anything. So if you guys just have any kind of questions, I mean, just shoot them to us. And we're learning just like everybody else. We've only been doing this almost a year now. And so we're fairly new too, and we've learned a lot. But we kind of have our hands in a lot of different types of vending, so maybe we can help. And yeah, I mean, we love helping people. That's what it's all about. And
For
I
sure.
think having, Amelia's 11 and having her learning with her has helped us, do a lot of good things. And so I think that we can definitely help anybody that needs help. So don't be afraid to ask. We're always there to help anybody that needs help. So
For sure. All right. Well, thank you again, Howard Hospitality Group. Thank you so much for joining and for your participation. Xtreme Vending, if you're still watching, thank you for joining us this week as well. Hope you enjoyed the little break at the end. Hopefully, you'll have some better connections next week. Because the plan is, as long as you guys are joining and commenting and interacting, we're going to keep doing these live streams on Wednesdays, pending nothing, weird or schedules or things like that. But as long as everyone's available, we'll be doing these live streams on Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. For the time being, I guess we're going to continue to do it right here on Galaxy Games 843. But we may mix that up in the future as we want to kind of spread the love a little bit, so to speak. But again, I don't see any other comments coming in. We do got one more comment. It says from Anthony. I think he's asking if you're talking about those mini brands, the pink round balls, or you're talking about the mystery
Yes.
things in the different machines. Mini brands, is that what those are?
They're hey Amelia, what are those things that were in the pink balls you used to get, and you open them up and you adopted them or something, and they were in the pink balls? Hatchimals.
Hatchimals. You remember when those were the big Christmas item a couple years ago?
Yeah, Hatchimals. And then there was
sure.
another one too it was called Palms.
Oh, we got our first spammer here. Can we
Uh-oh.
delete those comments?
I don't know.
Can we boot this person?
I think so.
Let's see. Put user in timeout. There we go. You're punished. You're in timeout. All right. So we had our first spammer. All right. We're official now. First spammer. Right?
All
right. That was funny. Anyway, so we got that taken care of. Anyway, guys, again, thank you so much for joining us this week. We're going to keep doing it, like I said, as long as schedules line up and everything, as long as people keep joining and keep talking to us, we're going to keep doing this. But with that said, we're about done for the evening. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Thank you again for all your supports. I think it's time to wrap it up, though. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm good. This is
Excellent,
great.
excellent.
Thank you guys so much for joining our channels and the Discord and subscribing and watching our videos and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Those take a lot of time and a lot of effort. And
so much.
When people like it, it's really cool. Because I mean, Amelia loves filming them and she loves going out and collecting and doing all that stuff. But when people like her videos, she gets very excited, and it just shows the time and effort you put in. People appreciate it, and that's pretty cool. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Andres. We love you too. Appreciate you. All right.
Yep.
We're going to wrap it up here, guys. So again, I'm going to say it one more time. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for all the likes, shares, subscriptions, all that good stuff. That's it, guys. Thank you again for joining us. This is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. Joining me tonight was Xtreme Vending and the Howard Hospitality Group. One more time, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks again. Have a
Bye.
great night.